Dice Legends.
Whoop.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day's on Sunday.
But
And Tongan language leak.
and Tongan Language Week.
Yes.
But that's not where we're starting now. Ominous music. No. Queen Palace music.
Oh, Queen Palace.
Green Palace.
Queen Palatial.
Our story begins 20 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
We have a flashback scene featuring Ātukaan, a young devotee to the Order of the Sun's Wrath, a young man in training still.
Yes.
You're walking with your trainer, who you simply know as Citadel. That's his title, but that's as you know him. You left the training halls of the Order and are moving through the town towards a sick bay.
I don't mean to bother you, Master. But I often have some thoughts about, I guess, my calling. Muketi has been gracious with me, and he has shown me many things. There is still a yearning in my heart for other things. But I find that my heart is well accepted in this place. What do you see of me in all of this, Citadel?
I see a young man with a lot of purpose and conviction. It's understandable to have other thoughts, to have aspirations, desires, to see those around us that are able to do things, normal things that we do not do. A family, children. You reach the door of the infirmary, the medical, and he opens the door for you and beckons you in. Keep going.
I just tend to have questions from time to time when I have my times of solitude with Muketi. I often have questions whether is it Muketi's voice that I'm hearing, or is it my own pride?
I can't answer that question. Something only you can answer.
Okay.
But there's something I want to show you. Pushes open another door and beckons you in. And inside it's a hospital ward. And it smells bad. Rancid even. It smells nasty.
Your Grace, the odor is quite unbearable in here. Is there a reason why we are here?
Of course there is. He leads you over to a bed where there's a man is lying on the bed. He's clearly ill. And he says to you, this man has gangrene. You know what gangrene is?
I am familiar with the condition. Is there anything we can do for him?
Yes. Do you know what happens when gangrene is not treated?
It doesn't feel well for the person who is inflicted.
The man on the bed looks at you both and is a little bit disconcerted by this conversation. And Citadel turns to him and says, be calm.
We're just talking theoretically. Okay, my friend.
And without treatment, it is always fatal. Do you know what the treatment is?
Faith in Muketi.
He turns to the man on the bed, and the man says, you have to cut off the limb. And the Citadel turns to you and says, otherwise it gets into the blood, and it is no good.
But what about our abilities as services to the oath of the sun? I thought we had the ability to bring healing.
Yes, we can at times. The Order of the Sun's wrath. He holds up a blade. We are like this blade. Humanity is like this man. He's a good man. But he's afflicted by a condition. And the only cure for that condition, and he hands you the blade. It is in his foot.
Ātukaan takes the blade and it hasn't really quite registered what Citadel has asked of him. And wait, are you why waste the limb?
It's still, and the man says, I'd rather have half a leg than no life at all. He grabs a leather strap and puts it in his mouth. And with that, we end the flashback. Welcome to Dice Legends!
Wow,
Great to have you here.
Am I in Grey's Anatomy? House?
Roll those titles for us. Hey guys, we're back. Thanks so much. What was that all about, I wonder?
I think Chet's already got some ideas about what that's all about.
Hey, we're going to introduce you to our beautiful cast, and for some special reasons, we're going to go backwards this time.
Oh, talo falava pula vinaka. Kia ora, my name is Longi. I play the wonderful Ātukaan, a level 3 paladin, still trying to discover what is his purpose in this world. Yeah.
Kia ora, magandang umaga /ahapon/gabi, wherever you are in the world. I'm Raylene, and I play a level 3 human warlock named Mihan. She's kind, she's beautiful, she's the nicest one on the team.
She's also a blatant liar. Hi, I'm Truby, and I play level 3 human wizard named Wezley, who is very witch? He's a witch!
You heard
We've devoured him
You
on
heard
the
that.
stake! Well, he does have magic.
Yeah.
And he does have money.
And special guest,
Oh yeah!
we have the wonderful Allan Henry. Please introduce yourself.
Kia ora tātou te whānau. I'm Allan Henry. I'm a super big nerd and I do a lot of really fun, silly things. You can find me at Alan Watermelon on Instagram. And I love playing tabletop RPGs and this is so much fun! And I'm playing a level 3 person.
Ooh, you've given a lot away
Mystery.
there. A person.
A level 3
Alan-
indeed.
What you could do right now is go to IMDB and type in Allan Henry. 2 L's, just like the name key says. All right? For some reasons, we cannot say exactly what he's been in, but go to IMDB.
I'm just standing in solidarity.
You will definitely recognize the work that Allan has been in.
Yeah.
It is so good to have you here with us.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited.
Very awesome.
Wonderful. It means that unfortunately we don't have the magnificent Monique with us, but that's, we got story reasons for that. Anyway, let's talk about the people who make our show possible.
Our patrons who patronize us through Patreon. Thank you to everyone who gives don't look at me, Ron. Who gives even a small amount. Now he's making it worse. Who give even a small amount or a big amount. Thank you so much. You help keep our show running. You also help us improve our show. My partner was watching the other day and he was like, "Oh, look at all this greenery that you've added." So, if you compare first episode or first campaign and where we are now, I think there's been a lot of growth and you've helped us do that. So
A lot of growth.
And just by the by, you also get a wee discount for our merchandise. If you are a patron on Patreon.
And now, we're going to talk about our sponsor, Minstrel. Everyone hold up your dice bags. Dice bags. Okay,
Oh my God.
we got the small, the
this
medium,
one.
and the large. Beautiful Minstrel.
Oh, you got the small.
Do beautiful
right.
Italian leather and
second.
premium hardwood
earrings.
accessories for the TTRPG world. If you show the action cam,
And
these are
the
some dice
Colosseum
sets. You can
pouch.
put your minis in there. You can roll your dice in there.
my
You
God.
can carry your pencil in there.
Damn.
So beautiful. Minstrel, they have truly top shelf accessories. And if you go to the website and use the code DiceLegends25, you get a crazy 25% discount.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
It is crazy.
That's absolutely loopy.
It's loopy, all right.
Absolutely.
Of course, if you're friends of ours, you're also friends of BD&D, who have been our friends alongside the whole journey of D&D. If you would like to get into the D&D world, please look them up, BD&D. They've got the books, they've got Magic of the Gathering cards, they've got dices, they've got paints you can bring a lot of your caricatures and your world to life. Look them up if you ever want to dabble in the world of D&D and more.
And of course, we cannot just keep going without mentioning D20 Collective, who provide a hell of a lot of a dice. All right? And hey, guess what? When we reach 2,500 followers, which is, I believe, is happening soon. It
Very
feels like I can see it on my crystal dice ball.
2.5 mil.
Psionically,
D20 Collective is giving away 10 dice sets and a wooden dice tower.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
It is.
I want
is-
one. I can't get one, but you guys want one. So give us some follows. Give them a follow as well. Check their stuff out. They've got a whole bunch of stuff. You can subscribe and get some new dice every month. But if you also want a discount, we got your bag. You can put down Kiwi Legenz, right? Yeah. It's a new code, so take care of it. Kiwi Legenz. Yeah, just
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Minstrel band.
Yeah, put it in your minstrel bag, put it in your BD&D books, and
D20.
check them out.
Oh, what is that heat? Why, it must be coming from the forge in which we create our worlds on World and the ultimate online tool for creating the settings for your TTRPGs and novels. Vahid and I know the quality of this site well. We are frequent users. You'll see
Indeed.
Vahid using it all the time. Usually Mondays, right? Is that right,
Mondays.
Vahid?
Yep. Tomorrow.
Yeah. And I use it in the privacy of my own home. It has all kinds of awesome article creation and linking tools there. Good tables. I love making a table and then rolling on that table right away, which is what you can do on World Anvil. So check them out.
Hey, and just before we go into the episode, last thing I want to mention is that we've got a giveaway today.
Oh, snap.
You didn't tell me that.
No, I didn't tell you
Now.
because it's a surprise. Can you guys hold up
my
your
gosh.
character books
What am I supposed to do?
from Bespoke?
You mean
So
this
boutique.
one?
Oh my
Bespoke.
god.
We are giving away
Yeah, hold
a
this up.
character book and dice scroll thanks to Bespoke Boutique. We're going to. I don't even know what. We have to figure out what the giveaway thing is going to be.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
We'll figure that out.
giveaway mechanism.
We'll figure that out, and we're going to announce what you need to do at the halftime break.
Yeah.
All right. But for now, I think we're ready to roll. Everyone ready to rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
Okay. Play that little wee stinger for us.
Play that stinger.
All right, we're back.
Are we? I'm rubbing my eye.
Hey, before we get into today's episode, we need to know what happened last episode. And it is Raylene's turn.
Oh, you look so stressed.
Mihan,
Oh no.
You ready?
you're dying.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You got this.
Tahirua Torufa.
We begin with a flashback 20 years ago when Mihan was younger and supposedly she forgot to drink from the vial one day. So her patron Magdaya comes in and takes away the gift that he gave her, which was her daughter. Now we're back to the present and the team has surrendered. They've been put into cages and in these cages they are in front of this giant black body of water where the most terrifying thing emerges. It's like this giant blue tentacle voice one, perhaps. It puts Wezley and Ātukaan under, but Reaf was too resilient for it. It doesn't even look at Mihan. Reaf manages to get Wezley out as well, and Ātukaan is trying to attack everyone. Mihan is too strong, so she breaks out of those cages. They manage to escape from the swarm of mind-controlled people. They escape the cave. We knock you out 3 times, and then Reaf doesn't trust anyone, so she drinks a blue vial. It's not even blue, it's black.
She drinks the black vial.
A black and blue. It's a black and blue vial.
Black and blue. Yeah. I'm changing it now, it's canon. It's blue. If you hold it up to the light, it becomes kind of bluey.
Okay, ready. What do we think?
It's pretty good. I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wait.
I can't look.
You get a vote too.
I get a vote?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get voted by Allan Henry.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh snap.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I mean that with love,
I'm going to
though.
abstain.
Oh my gosh. Look, just
Wow.
Do I have
remember.
that power?
Hey, just remember who's
Oh
on
my
your
God.
team. Just
You-
remember who's on your team.
You know what?
I can't believe both. No,
Usually it would be.
stand
It
by
would
my
be true of me that
decision.
this. You know what? I
The voting game is
understand.
so political.
I understand. It wasn't my best work.
No.
I quit.
No.
It was, you got nothing on it. I just needed more context.
I don't want your
No,
pity.
I'm not giving it to you, but maybe you can just like give it a wee stroke, and it does miss you.
I miss you too, baby.
Yeah, there was stuff that I didn't remember. So you could have made it up.
Exactly.
Or I may have forgotten.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
That's fine.
absolutely. Yeah,
As far as
you know what?
Ellen knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he doesn't.
What I
So
missed?
it was very tough to vote.
Well, pretty much.
He said diplomatically.
Very
Pretty much,
good.
Reaf saw the root of the problem, which was this black vial. She drank it instead of letting Wezley and Mihan have it anymore, and now she's poisoned. And
Oh, damn it. If you said that, then I would have done that.
That was a quick track. Is it poison?
Okay. Please don't knock me out.
Let's get into this baby. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure the chat thinks that we're big meanies.
Yes.
Yes. And we
Not
You're
me,
bullying
Jack.
Yeah,
me. I'm being bullied.
You're nice.
And I'm the one with the crown. Hey.
All right, let's get into this. Ready? Tahirua Toru. It's early morning. It's early morning. The sun has risen. Weather dice. It's cloudy. What are you doing first thing in the morning?
If it's the first morning that Rex wakes up, he will make a pot of tea and get dressed in very practical clothes, practical boots, and head out to the graveyard to tend to the graves.
As you're walking there, which isn't that far away, I mean, because Liber is a tiny place. Maybe if we can pull up, when you have time, if you can pull up a map of Liber, please. I hardly can say mayor, but the person has the mayor, okay? Sandine. Sandine. Kind of sidles alongside you. He meets you as the two streets kind of connect together. He's a big man. He's got a longer beard than you, as in longer beard than Allan.
Sorry about it. Yeah.
He pulls up beside you and says, Rex,
Morning, Sandy.
I have a favor to ask of you today.
So, you know, it's been a while since I've done that sort of thing. I'm trying to live a quiet life, sir.
And you've succeeded. You may have heard last night that you might have even seen them come in. 4 visitors came into town yesterday. They've kind of stirred things up. Sounds like they've discovered some things in the mine. Come on. You're the last one down there. Just talk to them.
Just talk.
Hear what they have to say. I think you'll be able to. One of them's a lord. And one of them's a lord, and I have to kind of, pull the top, I have to kind of bend the knee. I'm not sure if I believe them completely. You've been in there. You've seen. Maybe you'll I'd just like you to have a word with them.
Of course. I'll talk to them.
Good man. Good man. And he gives you a manly pat on in the middle of the back and says, it has to be now.
Rex looks at the graveyard and looks at Serena's gravestone and... All right.
Meanwhile, it's morning in the small room where Wezley, Mihan, Ātukaan, and Reaf have been placed under house arrest, kind of. The door was locked, but everyone knows, they all know that if you want to, you can break out. It's not a prison.
Yeah.
And you've been given solid, not fancy, but decent food, water. You've been given decent blankets. You've been treated with respect and dignity. The morning has come up, and Reaf is still unconscious. She has now, the sheets near her are kind of wet with sweat, having dripped off her brow, and her pulse is still elevated.
Is there a chance that Mihan can wake up before these two? I don't know what your sleeping patterns are like, y'all, but Mihan wants to try and do something before anyone witnesses it. I don't know.
Yeah, Wezley will just be asleep, probably next to Reaf. So he might have even fallen asleep in a seat next to her.
Okay, thank you.
But he'll be asleep.
You happy with her?
Yep. Ātukaan hasn't slept at all. He's he's just been sitting, contemplating. He looks like he's asleep, but he's fully aware and awake, with a lot of thoughts going through his head right now.
Sure.
So you look like you're asleep. So
He looks like he's asleep, but he's just like.
Well, if you want to be able to determine whether or not you can tell he's awake, you need an insight roll.
yes, I would like to. Oh yeah, 2. Yeah. She's like, she looks at
He hasn't
them.
moved for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, they're asleep. I want to go to the furthest corner away from where everyone is possible,
Yeah, sure.
facing into the corner, like right there. And then I'm whispering, and I'm trying to call an old friend, Magdaya. So under her breath, in the corner, I'm saying, Magdaya, please answer my call today. Magdaya, I I worship you. Magdaya, you are an old friend. Magdaya, halika sa akin. Magdaya. Just whispering. Seeing if anything can. She's desperate at this point. She doesn't want to call him, but
Yes.
her juice is gone.
Yeah. So you've, and you've run out.
Yep.
You know where there's others, but you've run out for now.
Yep.
He has never kind of just kind of popped into wherever you've gone in a cloud of smoke or teleported. Or that hasn't been the way it's worked. But you've done what you think you can.
Yes.
Perception roll
17.
Wow.
plus your perception skill, which
Plus
I
my-
know has.
Which is like a bajillion.
Perception of 3, that's a dirty 20.
Ooh, baby.
So Ātukaan's eyes closed, but his awareness is just like on fire right now. He can just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like Mongolian chanting in the corner, by the way.
but he,
There's a knock on the door. Hoping you're all decent in there.
Wezley kind of shocks awake, and he's been holding Reef's hand as he has been sleeping in his seat. Oh. Who is it?
It's Sandine.
Sundine? Who's that?
It's the mayor.
Oh, sorry, forgive my rudeness. I'm just woken up.
Ātukaan's awakened and he's already at the door.
Okay. You hear the sound of the lock, the key turning in the lock. It's a fairly simple, heavy mechanism.
Wezley kind of notices Ātukaan grabbing the door, and he gets a pang of annoyance. It's just we need to be more careful than this. Is what's happening in his head, but he doesn't get the chance to
I think
say it.
Mihan is shocked to see Ātukaan just get up and as if he wasn't asleep, and she's like, "Oh God."
I guess we have visitors this morning, eh?
Sandine is standing there. He's, as I mentioned before, big man, big beard. Yep. He fills up much of the frame, and he says, "I hope you slept comfortably. Lord, hope you're well."
What is going on, Sandine?
He moves aside, and you see a man is next to him, and he says, "Although you're a great lord, I mean no disrespect to you, but I need to ask some questions. We need to, yes. This is my friend Rex. Do you want to describe yourself, please?"
Sure. Rex is a human man. He has a beard and kind of very unkempt but managed kind of long black hair. And he's wearing just a blue coat and some brown breeches and some boots. And has a stone mug of steaming tea, and he looks... he's older. Yeah. But he'll walk in and do you have the? Are you obviously lordly?
Oh,
Is Wezley?
I'm not actually wearing a crown. Truby's wearing a crown because he's the recap king. But Wezley is still in lordly attire.
But he is in finery.
He is wearing this. And can I tell that it's tea in the mug?
Probably.
Okay, good. Wezley thinks, finally, some taste around here.
Rex will step into the room and look at you two as well as you, and awkwardly, just kind of, "My lord," and then notice a dead woman.
She must look dead.
Has Sandine told me about Reaf?
No, hasn't told you anything.
Okay. Is she all right?
No, she's not. She's dying.
She's a heavy sleeper, some would say. But she's okay.
Wezley's mind kind of his stomach sinks as he thinks that she's probably got 3.5 days, as he kind of remembers from his father being poisoned or Oh no, this is different.
It's a different poison.
This is different. Wezley doesn't know anything.
One other thing for you, sir. You definitely recognize that the other large man in the room, he definitely has the insignia of Muketi and the same order that was here 8 years ago. That helped clear up all that mess 8 years ago. Okay.
Cool. Rex will place a stone mug of tea on like a bench somewhere.
Yep.
And as he puts it down, he'll like dip 2 fingers in it, and just immediately move to the woman lying on the bed.
Okay.
Okay. Was she found like this?
Mihan's
Ātukaan,
sweating.
Ātukaan steps in and do you know what you're doing, my friend?
I'm going to be honest. No. You have returned from the mines.
We had a run-in with some dishonest people who are down in the mines.
Yes.
They're harvesting some sort of black liquid, and she came into contact with it subsequently. And that seems to be why my sister is in this state. Her heart rate has been elevated. It's only been increasing.
She may be dying as we speak.
Well, do I remember this sort of situation?
You haven't come across anyone in this state? No. So, the time before was different.
Okay.
Before was different.
You say she ingested something. She drank something.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she has. Mihan takes a step forward. It was unfortunate. They were forcing this down her throat, and
It was her foolishness that led her down this path. I'm just being honest.
I would dare say it's foolishness to go into the mines in the first place. Why were you there?
Yes, well, there wasn't exactly a big sign that said, don't come in.
yes, we were taken and captured in there. We were kept in cages, and we saw many people there in trouble as well.
Do you know anything of the Vordoon, by any chance?
Do I know the name? Not the name.
No.
No.
Sandine steps forward and says, there were people there.
Yes.
There were people? Please? Just how many? Can you describe what they looked like?
They looked like normal civilians. It looked like they were enslaved down there. They looked like whoever we would see at the tavern or the inn or down the street in the markets.
Ordinary people.
Ordinary people.
Dispossessed of their senses and faculties. They looked like they were being controlled.
In other words, there might not be any need to rescue them.
I think that they are good people that need to be rescued, Ātukaan.
Yeah, but if they were good people, why would they be in such a dark place?
Wezley mentally almost falls over.
Yes. Mihan is shocked by what she's just heard from Ātukaan.
Were they soldiers? You say they're common people?
Yes, they look like they were in common clothes. There was that one lady who was a patron at the tavern /inn that we were in. What's her name?
Her and an associate, Gorun and Anka, were staying at the tavern, the same tavern that we are, and they are running some sort of operation down there, and I believe she is in control of these civilians, making them perform the operations,
He turns to you and says, you know the caves as well as anyone, if not better. No one's gone missing from our town.
No.
We haven't seen people come in, like, you know, and then where could they have? How could they be?
There's more than one entrance.
Okay,
It could be the mountain cave.
right,
It could be possibly the river.
the river. Oh yes.
That's how we got out last time. It could. If it's anything like what happened last time, they could be getting people from anywhere.
There's a river into the caves.
Yeah, there's a cave. It's a cave system.
Well, that would make sense because there was water underneath where we were held captive. There was a lake in front of us, and then in Mihan's mind, she immediately remembers the creature that came out, and she stops talking, and she's like horrified for a moment, and she's trying to figure out if that was even real or, I don't know. It was just an unbelievable sight. That's kind of petrified her.
And you don't know anyone else that was down there?
Apart from the Gorun woman that took us there. And even then, we did not really know her.
There were some monsters. Blue things. They were, I don't know, they looked sort of demonic.
That sounds similar, doesn't it?
Yes, there were monsters down there, but I think the true monsters was not the blue creatures.
Who then?
One must look into a mirror and look deeply into their own soul and decipher for themselves who is and what is true evil.
Wezley feels very uncomfortable.
Ātukaan, are you feeling okay?
I am fine.
The mayor says, Sandine says, as much as I like to talk philosophy as others, I would like to ask the people in the mine.
Yes.
Women,
Yes.
children.
Yes.
Do we remember seeing young people? Yeah? Yes. Didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the moment that Mihan thought, oh, these are they could be people that's just enslaved like you guys. That's why she didn't attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sandine then turns to you, Ātukaan, and says, yes, I can see that you're, I'm not worried, angry, worried about the actions of others and questioning how they could be in such a dark place if maybe they're evil themselves. Children?
So many things look the same in the dark. All I know is that we entered into the darkness, and we almost did not make it out alive.
Sandine, how much have you told them about
Nothing.
the last time?
Nothing.
You talk of monsters, creatures, people enslaved. It's possible that they're under some sort of mind control. A number of us have encountered it before.
Really? That's cool. Do you care to elaborate? That's quite shocking. I don't often come across it myself.
I have been in the mines before. My companions and I uncovered what was in there and experienced the intrusion into ourselves firsthand.
Wezley's kind of cataloguing us, so he's guessing that he might have seen the voiced one or like the tentacled beast, but he's kind of just filing that away.
We had assumed that it was over. We haven't seen anyone from the town go missing. We assumed it was done with. There are people, Sandine.
Yes. I cannot in good conscience. We cannot in good conscience allow them to suffer down there.
No.
We don't have the... I can send for some guards in Centauro, some people to come help us.
Well, yes, if Mihan jumps in. If you need more people to help you, I may not look like much, but I would love to help get these poor people out of the situation that they are in. Please, please.
We need to go now, though. We can't wait for Centauro.
No, we can't.
I don't see any crime has been committed. You entered the mine, which technically is private property without permission. It is owned by the mine is owned by a company, but that is fairly inconsequential in relative to the other things happening.
Think of the good we can do by breaking whatever control this thing has over these people. As Wezley's saying that he doesn't think that's at all what they're going to be able to do, but that's what he's saying.
You'd go in there again?
It's women and children, Sandine. I have to.
Good man. Good man. Pats you on the back again. Good man.
Wezley, upon hearing that, he's instantly trying to take stock of Rex. And yeah. I think Wezley's all right with this. He, especially losing Reef's muscle, he suddenly feels very exposed, and he doesn't know if Ātukaan would protect him.
Speaking of which, Ātukaan?
Ātukaan's ears warm up hearing women and children. Every part of him is saying that this is his calling is to, but then he just cannot get over the feeling that he really can't trust his so-called comrades who are now wanting to go back into the place that we just came out of. And Ātukaan looks at Rex and as if trying to find some hope. And are you a trustworthy man, Rex?
I love this land, Sir Paladin.
Will you give this land your life?
Of course.
As I would give my life for my belief and for my moketi. The only reason why I choose to be here is because I am denying my carnal intuition. My body says go, but my spirit says that you're a good man. And I do stand by good people. Even if there's one, just one, among the rest.
The shade, goddamn.
Okay, so it sounds like we're all on board then.
Mihan is pleased to hear that we've got another person coming with us to the mine because she is worried about her abilities. So she heads over to Rex and holds out her hand to shake. It is nice to meet you, Rex.
And you as well, ma'am?
Yes. Isn't that so lovely? We have another person with us. We can, and hopefully Wezley, we can find something to cure Reaf.
That's exactly what Wesley's counting on. He's hoping that by acquiring more of this, Ātukaan demonstrated it like a while ago, but the hair of the dog that bit you is the only thing that Wezley's got on his mind. That's the only. He's.
Yeah.
Honestly, he doesn't think that's going to work. So he wants more of this stuff so he can. If he can pull off another ritual like he did with Mum, then then that's going to have to be how it happens.
Yeah, dig it. Okay.
Oh, the tension.
So, a scene change. We will assume that Rex has anything that he wants.
Yep.
He's got his equipment
nuke.
ready.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dust it off.
Thing.
Oh, this is a nice shack you've got.
It's not much, but it's got it where it counts.
Very provincial.
Indeed. It was Serena's.
Oh.
Who is Serena?
Serena was my best friend.
Oh, that's lovely.
She was the caretaker here at the graveyard.
You say was?
She's no longer with us.
Oh.
She is a resident of the graveyard now. And it is now my job to make sure things are as she would want.
I am so sorry to hear that, but I'm sure Serena would be very proud of the work that you are doing.
If you knew her. I can never quite get this to face the right way.
Yeah, it looks rebellious.
Oh.
Death is just a veil, my friend.
I have to agree, Ātukaan.
You will see her one day. Hopefully not today.
Hopefully.
So, what is the plan? We assume all of you have all the things, the equipment, the supplies that you want. What is the plan?
Yeah.
we
Oh,
want.
risen cup.
Yeah, so yeah, so we're making our way up.
What? Can I have a healing potion on me?
So,
Can you say what I want? I want a healing potion.
I would like a
No?
dragon.
A
A
real one.
loyal one.
I would like a flamethrower.
Just a plasma rifle.
Molotovs.
And a holy
For real,
hand
is
grenade.
For real, is a healing potion off the table?
It's gone. No,
Fine.
So as we make our way towards the mine, basically Rex will just say, "You enter through the main mine entrance. There is another entrance in the forest.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Good thing we have you with us.
There are many ways in and out of the mines. That's how they were built. But beyond the mines, the other tunnel network is different. We can go back through the front if you want, or we could try the cave entrance. It's up to you."
Wezley wonders. They might be expecting us to come in through the front. So, how difficult to access is this alternate path?
it's not hard.
No, it's not accessing. It's not the issue. Knowing where it is the issue.
Well, I trust you, and I trust you will lead the way.
I trust you too,
But the
and
time-
just you.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Wow.
So you're traveling through the forest. It's a gray day, but it's not raining, which is a bonus here in Liber.
Yeah.
Heading. Do you have the map of Liber? Yep. Thank you. If you could put that up. To the east of Liber, you'll see on the map to the east of Liber, the river heads off to the east. Going that way, but then off the map, beyond that, to the east, down some hills, across a ridge line, so that you're in another valley system on the other side of of a ridge of some hills, and then downhill is at the bottom of this valley. There is the cave entrance that leads below. Everything here is green and verdant. What is your plan as what are you doing as you're walking towards this?
Mihan is gonna trail at the back because as they're walking there, she's just gonna keep checking that she still has her powers through like checks of minor illusion. So seeing if she can make a leaf turn red, or every now and then You still got it.
Yeah,
I still got it.
You still got it.
Okay, because in her head she's like, I've got a 24 hours before this leaves me. And I have, she is anxious, but she's trying not to show it on her face.
Okay.
She is smiling. Every time anyone looks back at her, she will give an old kindly smile. And like a little bit of like a concerned smile over to Ātukaan. And like a knowing smile to Wezley.
Wezley's a bit distracted. He's kind of being carried along by the flow of the party. He's thinking a lot about Reaf, and yeah, he's worried. He's very worried.
Thank you. Rex.
I think Rex is just focused on getting them to the cave. Rex will be trying to be some sort of like tour guide slash warden. He's like, don't step there. Grab this. Watch out for this here.
Oh, okay.
Mind yourself.
Oh, thank you. Very
But when they arrive at the cave entrance, Rex will stop them and turn around to the group and then look at Ātukaan and say, if we're all talking about trust, why were you here? What were you doing here?
I've asked myself that a countless amount of times, my friend. And the only thing I can conclude with is that I am not here of my own volition. I am here because of a higher calling. Once upon a time, I came across this place because of that higher calling. And we did not fare any better than what we tried to achieve in the last couple of nights.
If you must know, you see Wezley over here, there are people trying to kill him. Mihan wants tell some truth. People are trying to kill him, and we are, what do you say this? We had a lead that the person or association that wanted to kill him is related to something in these mines. So we went there to investigate and hopefully to stop them from trying to kill poor little Wezley over here.
Let me paint you a picture. Think of... No, that's a terrible metaphor.
Go on, try it, Wezley.
Painting or thinking?
No, I'm not going to say it. Think of... Imagine a whole people trying to kill you. The Vordoon that I mentioned before, they have this belief that the lords of the land did them an injustice. And perhaps they are right. Maybe I wasn't there. But they think that I've inherited some sort of violence upon their people. And now they all want to kill me. So that's where we are. And I'm not especially happy about it, so...
Well, fear makes people do some drastic things.
That makes... Yeah, it does.
You're familiar with that feeling, aren't you, Wezley?
Yes. Well, it just so happens that I'm in a fearful position and will make the right choice. So.
I hope so. Well, I will do my best to keep you safe.
You might be the very variable that will change this whole thing. Rex, so not to put too much on your shoulders, but lead on.
And as you approach, coming down the last bits of the hill, as you approach the opening of the cave, I want everyone to make a perception roll, please.
Perception.
Oh, not bad.
Natural 1.
18.
12.
Bro, I am not here.
Also, is Rex a human?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just double checking.
You said human man before.
Yeah. I just straight up
But
went
were
human.
you lying?
Was I lying? You're eternal.
Okay.
Cactus?
A horse.
Rex and Wezley can see that there are 2 guards at the mouth of the cave. The cave is a decent height. It's about 4 meters high at its apex, at its highest point. And there are 2 men standing there, and they have some spears in their hands. And they're just looking out. They're not talking with each other. They're just looking out.
Great.
Do I recognize them?
No.
Well, that's lovely. We're going to have to kill them.
Wezley, don't be ridiculous. We can just kidnap them and put
they-
them at the side.
Do they look familiar to you?
No, I've never seen them before, but surely because we have instructions from the mayor, surely they can let us go through, right?
Those are not Liber militia.
Oh my.
I was about to say, we could just knock them out and not kill them.
Exactly, Ātukaan. Knock them out. What an interesting suggestion. And Mihan looks at Wezley like, do you hear this guy? He's not himself.
It was a joke, Ātukaan. I don't.
I was not joking. I think just to, they're in our way, just knock them out and be on our way.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah? Okay, so what are you doing, guys? Let's just go around quickly, find out what everyone's doing. So to paint the scene properly, there is a stream coming down the valley, greenery everywhere. The stream is like a west coast of New Zealand stream.
Let's go.
Lots of rocks in it, crystal clear water.
I want to jump in.
Lots of rocks babbling over, so it makes some noise, some white noise.
Oh, okay.
And then it enters the granite cave, which is not a perfect hemisphere, but it's fairly uniform cave. And then it's pitch blackness behind them, and these 2 guards, unarmored men, standing with spears in front of them. Wezley, now that you're closer, there's also a drum near one of them.
Yeah. So Wezley says, yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to get close to them, but just in case things go wrong, I don't want to be, close to them and unprotected. So Rex, you come with me. We'll just get a little bit close, and if all goes according to plan, we should be able to knock them out, Ātukaan.
Are we going quietly?
That would be best.
Very well. I will be as quiet as I can.
And so Wezley like, this way, and then tries to traipse, he tries to sneak towards them.
Okay, Wezley sneaking. Rex is
I will try and sneak with him.
sneaking. You got chainmail, so that's a disadvantage.
I'm
Mihan.
gonna fall back, follow them from afar, maybe sneaking behind some trees as well.
Okay.
Seeing what they do, and
Okay.
then if the action needs, I will jump out.
Thank you. Ātukaan.
In Ātukaan's mind, the usual comfort that he usually feels with Moketi being around is a gentle breeze. For some reason, in the last day or so, it has not been a breeze. He can't feel a single thing.
Oh,
He can't hear the whisper. He can't hear the feeling. Ātukaan decides to take it upon himself that if he can't hear the voice, maybe he has to make the voice listen to him. He lunges out and he wants to knock out the.
On.
Bro.
Just,
You burst free
through.
from the tree, make
Yeah.
yourself stealth. Make
There goes
yourself
our plan.
Oh my gosh!
he lunges out and he's just.
Oh my god.
This is taking too long.
Oh, good.
What'd you give for yourself?
16.
Nice.
4.
Okay. Okay.
Wezley's like, could you be any louder?
As you're sloshing through.
So what we're gonna do?
Oh my gosh.
Look, I think we can probably do this in theater of the mind. Actually, I think I suspect this will be a short scene. Okay. You're trying to sneak. You're doing well, Rex. Wezley stumbles or something. You make some kind of noise,
Why are you making so much noise?
and then Ātukaan just jumps out.
Jumps out.
You're probably 30 feet away, so you're gonna have to run up to them.
He's.
Okay, you run. They see you, and one of them lunges for the drum. Okay,
The drum, the drum, the
do I
drum,
roll?
the drum.
You rolled a hit. Rolled a hit. What are you hitting with?
17. I am hitting. I am going to go with. He's going to go with his shield. He's just going to, pretty much knock them out. Shield.
It's a 1d2 plus
1d2.
your strength damage, which is an extra 2.
1d2. Just the 1d2.
Roll a
Uh,
d4.
Yeah,
D4? Okay,
and
sweet.
then have it.
4, half of 2.
Plus your strength damage,
Plus 1.
plus you plus 2.
Oh,
is your
plus
strength.
2. 2 plus 2? 4.
4. These are ordinary civilians. Do you know how many hit points an ordinary civilian has?
I don't know. 3?
4.
Oh, 4! Oh, the one that's reaching for the drum, he knocks him out clean before he even reaches it. He's just like,
Yikes.
The second one turns to you, no emotion on his face, and stabs you with his spear.
Oh!
try me.
I think he actually connects. He gets a 17.
Yep.
What's your armor class?
Armor class is 18.
Oh!
Ātukaan goes, "Zing!" and he kind of grimaces at him and goes, good try. Yeah.
And he's completely, there's no emotion showing on his face. Rex, you're next.
I'm crouched in the bushes next to Wezley, being like, "You have an interesting idea about stealth." I will like, well, here we go, and I'll do the same thing. I'm going to try and run and just try and like drop kick this guy.
Do it.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Double leg drop kick.
Kick his head off.
Do I roll a hit? Or?
Yeah, do an athletics roll if you're doing
Hell yeah.
unarmed kind of thing.
It's a natural one.
Welcome to the team.
Let me just.
Splash.
Yeah. Ouch. Did I get him?
Wezley just has one word in his head and just liability, 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 and like just kind of like tries to run. He's like, oh no, and then Wezley just goes, there's another one, and that's all he does.
Okay, thank you. Mihan.
Mihan's in the distance. She's watching this unfold, and she's thinking, do I help? Do I not? It's good to check if I still have my powers. So she holds out her hand, and then a skeletal hand of ice jumps out, and she casts Chill Touch to try and Chill Touch.
Chill out, bro.
Oh, that's a
to roll that
reroll.
again.
8. She's not feeling the connection between her and her powers right now. So a little
A lot of
ice,
crises are faced.
a little ice like bursts from her hand, but that's about it. And she goes, oh, like pastilan. And she goes back behind the tree that she was hiding behind.
Okay, thank you. Ātukaan.
As Ātukaan smacked and knocked out that guy,
Yep.
he grabs this guy, looks him in the eye, and then just headbutts him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, come on. Oh yeah.
Plus your athletics.
Plus my athletics of 4.
That's
It's a 23.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it. I
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
same thing.
Oh, good.
Roll that
love
four-sided dice, divide it in 2, and
3, 2,
One base 2.
1.5.
we round it up. So that's 2 plus your
plus
strength.
2,
There.
4. and then both of them
on
4.
the wrecking ball.
Damn.
I look over and said, I told you, too much talk, not enough walk. Oh,
Just get up. Like,
As Ātukaan says that, Wezley's like, he never says that. It's the first time I've ever heard him say that.
yeah.
Just so you know, he never says that.
Oh.
It's the
Rex
first-
will grab his stuff and just be like, "It reminds me of someone." Just like trudging afterwards.
Wait, Wezley says, wait. You look disgusting. And then he casts prestidigitation on you and he cleans you of your mud.
Oh. Thank you.
Impressed?
Yes.
Wezley will keep walking into the cave.
Wezley.
Oh gosh!
Wait.
Hey, Wezley, as you go in the cave,
He thought there were other people in front of him, but yes, no, he's made a mistake.
no, this is based on your excellent perception rolling from
Yes,
earlier.
I was very good.
There's some places where there are some, like, etching on the cave walls. One of them in particular matches an etching that you've seen in other places. Remember how you have done research into old symbols,
Yeah.
runes?
Yeah.
I have a present for you.
Oh!
These
All
are
shapes.
five runes that you have
Give
been.
me that.
These are 5 runes that you have been able to figure out. Shall I tell you what you've been able to figure out what that they mean?
Yes.
Okay, if you show so that others can see.
Oh, no, they don't know.
Shall I hold it while you write?
The hemisphere
This
Yes.
one is an orange slice.
hemisphere
Orange slice.
The world.
is either lake
Lake.
or river.
Or river.
Aye.
The circle
Yes.
is enemy.
Enemy.
It's also sun.
Language do be like that.
The one on the end,
Yes.
human.
Let's say the ankh shape-ish. Human.
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 Doing a
Human.
T-pose right
Human.
Hmm. The triangle within triangle,
Triangleception. Yes.
battle.
Battle.
The circle within triangle,
Yes.
home.
Home. Okay.
As a yes. And there is definitely etching numerous places of a triangle with a circle in the middle.
Home. Okay. Yeah, Wezley takes note of that. And he's kind of murmuring, well, a lake or river? River. We're next to a river. Sun. Ātukaan's the sun boy, and he's been here before. Home. Lots of home. Battle. Enemy, sun, human. Oh gosh.
Are you all right, Wezley? You have
yes.
Stopped in your tracks there, huh?
Yes. No. Just saw a runic etching. That's all. Do you know any of this?
No. Have I? Would
You would have
seen
seen it, but
I saw them. I just assumed it was rudimentary cave scratchings.
Easy mistake. To be short. You can't be grudged that. Right.
Without Ātukaan's mentioning anything to the others, can he make a perception of his own and just kind of see if he can decipher?
religion roll.
Yes, please.
Oh, religion.
Religiones.
Dang it. 10 plus 1, that's 11.
It's not. What?
You can definitely tell that they're that they're not like primitive scratchings, but exactly what they mean, I'm sorry. No.
So quick to judge.
What are you doing?
Wezley can't work out anything significant from it, so it doesn't suggest that they do or don't continue. So Wezley's like, Wezley would usually encourage Ātukaan to take the lead here, but Wezley doesn't want to make eye contact with Ātukaan. He doesn't want to say anything to Ātukaan that would require a response, because he's afraid he'll be angry at him. So he's just he just gestures at the cave and he says, well...
Mihan gestures at the two. Yes, let us go. And she looks right at Ātukaan, because she knows that Ātukaan usually takes the lead. And she's not afraid to look at him just yet. Ātukaan, please.
I shall lead you through the valley of death.
And get us through safely.
That is
Bueno.
entirely upon yourselves, whether you choose the path of righteousness or not. Your life will end the way it started, possibly in pain. I will lead the way. And then he just...
And you head into the cave.
Mihan's trying to figure out what that is.
Lighting a torch.
Oh yeah. I can't see anything.
Torch.
Nobody can.
None of you. None of you can see the dark. You head into the cave. The river, the stream, trickling next to you. Pretty soon, you're all having to wade in the water. It's cold. It's dark, other than Rex's torch. Every splash echoes for a little bit, but doesn't seem to go far because of the sound of the water. Initially masks it, but then as you get in, the stones get left behind, and the floor of the subterranean river is smooth, and everything is dark and drippy. After walking forward in the dark for a while, it empties out to a small waterfall. And from the position that you're in, why don't you make a perception roll?
12.
Ooh, perception. 17.
16.
Okay, not bad.
Never mind.
The waterfall empties out into a into a medium-sized opening. It terminates, it arcs through the air and falls into a pool below, which then is in a river that is straight, like the river itself and the cave walls are ruler straight. And there is those that got good rolls, Mihan and Rex. To your right, which is also the direction of where the mines are, you can see a cave entrance, a tunnel entrance from which yellow light is emitted, is coming through. It's about 100 feet away. And you guys that got good rolls, over the sound of this waterfall, there's yelling.
Oh.
In the direction, to the right, in the direction of the yellow light.
What type of yelling? Like pain yelling, joyous yelling?
It is a woman yelling and scolding others.
Okay.
Scolding, okay. Yeah, I think Rex is immediately like, what? And moves towards that entrance a little bit more. Did you hear that?
Can you hear something? What is it?
Did you hear that?
Mihan puts a finger to her lips.
Yelling.
Yes.
Can you hear
Does it sound like familiar? Does it-
Definitely, to you, sounds like Gorun.
Okay.
Definitely.
Mihan says, "We are close. That is Gorun's voice.
Is that where the people were?
Yes, she was the one who captured us and put us in the cages."
Right.
She's very dangerous. Be at your wits.
Have I ever met Gordon?
No.
No.
Okay, so
Coming into this part of the cave, have I had any like twinges or anything that?
you feel cold. Yeah.
Okay.
You feel cold, like, you know when you've been in water for a little bit too long? Yeah, that's the kind of cold you're feeling.
You get a bit wrinkly.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Rex starts heading towards the opening, which means descending some rough stairs that go down to the kind of level where the waterfall is falling into this ruler straight subterranean river. There's these rough rock steps that go down to it, and then a pathway that leads to the opening. Rex is leading the way.
Yeah, Wezley's legs are jelly. He's so nervous and just feels so awful and dangerous, but he's literally compelled by obtaining this liquid and trying to save his sister.
Thank you.
Yes, Mihan struggles, I think, but because she's got her staff, it's like hopefully like when you go on a hike and you've got that extra little pole thing. Yeah, she's kind of using it as, leverage and like kind of doing little swings, like jumping from it and trying to check like with her foot if the rock is wet first before she stands fully with her thing. So she's being extra vigilant because one fall could break a hip.
She old.
Yeah. She old.
Ātukaan wading through the water with his whole armor on. He's pretty much a freezer. And usually, in the warmth of Mokiti's arms, he would have felt warm, but he can actually feel the chill, which is why he's
You're breaking my heart.
yeah, he's wading through the water, but he's keeping his distance from the crew as he's making his way through.
So you're at the rear. Okay. Tell me what you're doing, Rex.
So once we get near the opening, I'll turn to Wezley. Your friend who was poisoned. Who is she?
She's my sister, actually.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yes, well, can't say it wasn't her fault. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
If we encounter these dangers that you spoke of earlier, if it's anything like the last time I was here, it may be safe to say that you may see things that you are not prepared for. And as your large friend at the back there said, trust your wits, your intuition. Don't, what's the saying? Don't judge a book by its cover.
Weasley's wits are about the only part of himself he does trust. Yeah. Yes. That's good thinking, Rex. Yes, yeah.
Rex, as you approach the place where there's light, you hear some kind of growling. Sounds like the kind of growling that dogs fighting over a bowl of food would make. That kind of definitely sounds like it's
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry.
definitely sounds like it's coming from
The direction we're heading?
the direction that you're heading.
Is the passageway lit enough in front of us that we can kind of see where we're going?
Yes. Now that you're close enough to the opening.
So I might extinguish the torch. Just
Yep. In the river
yep.
next to you. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm basically just going to look at the rest of them and just both short swords as a precaution.
Good idea. Good.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
Weasley staying nicely tucked between the two people with a lot of health points. And
The old lady.
Yeah, me. Mihan follows that. She is focused as well. I think she's got the same kind of like objective as Wezley is from what she's sensing. But she can't do it alone, so she is hiding behind the two strong ones. And potentially Wezley, like hiding behind Wezley as well.
it's funny because Weasley feels surprisingly like still able to look Mihan in the eye, and he's realised it's because he knows that they both know that they're both awful people.
So we're like tucked in together. We look at each other, look at the big boys, and we're like,
yeah.
that is a good idea.
As we're like shuffling forward, I'll look back at Wesley. You wouldn't happen to have any arcane abilities that might give us some sort of advantage here, would you?
Really depends on the situation. I need to kind of see, you know?
I think so.
Yes.
I'm trying to move as quietly as I can.
So,
I can't make you quieter, though. That really does seem to be the crux of our dilemma here. It's very noisy.
So if I draw our attention to these minis here. So we have Rex at the front, Wezley, Mihan, and Ātukaan way at the back, right? So you're approaching an area where it rises up. Okay, and the doorway is kind of over here. Yeah, the river continues straight, and the doorway heads off to your right again. I want to know exactly, and there's definitely some growling noises happening from in there. I want to know what you guys are doing.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak to the edge of that doorway and peer around.
Okay, if anyone else is doing anything else, say it now, quick.
I am staying quiet as well.
Yeah, Ātukaan has got his sword drawn, but his eyes are focused forward, but also parts of his focus is on the two in front of him.
Okay. You have this at disadvantage.
Oh, sure do.
Wezley's doing this.
Sure it'll be fine.
Yes.
Good. One of them has a 2 in it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just a 2.
2 with a 0.
Just a 2. I mean, +1, so 3.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Wonderful. Hey,
So just like,
Very
I
good.
try and be quiet. I'm just like, I hit the back wall like.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to push all of this back. Can you help me reline things? Because basically, you don't get any further than that. You get up to there.
You get caught on a piece of rock.
And you are definitely heard. And you're definitely...
For anyone who's looking up that way, Ātukaan probably sees it. There's just a moment when Rex realizes he's been heard and you just see him go,
and the same blue creatures as you've seen before. The one that killed your friend.
No.
Heard you, and they jump out at you. You are.
Oh my God.
no.
Oh no! And they are smart enough to understand pack tactics, and they run and they do all their movement to get around you. The one that goes to get around you does double movement to get around. The one in front comes and tries to sink its claws into you and its teeth into you. You're the closest one there.
Yep.
He gets both attacks. Claws, miss. Teeth, miss. Your armor is too tough, and you are on.
Just like, and I'll be like, I just like look at them, and there's a change in Rex where you see him go, oh no, to realizing what's in front of him. He like lurches forward with intense anger on his face, and in the dim light, you can see as he rushes forward, his eyes start to spark purple, as do his hands. And I'm gonna attack one.
Go for it and make that roll.
Excuse me.
Let's go, Rex. Let's go, Rex.
Oh, so close! It was a 17 and then it changed to a 3. So that's only a 8 to hit.
And also one of those is a +1 if you remember.
Oh, yes. So that's a 9 to hit.
Ooh.
No.
Pretty good.
So one swings wide, and then he'll come back with the other short sword. Oh, that's better. That's a 17 + 5, so 22.
Definitely.
Yep. And then as I drive it in, when it hits, there's a like just a shimmer of purple as the sword moves even faster and hits it, and I'll use my psionic power to do more damage.
What is?
So it's 5 short sword damage, and then another 5.
Wow!
Bro, what is this?
And the sword hits and then goes in deeper.
So angry.
So angry.
Wezley hasn't seen any of Rex's capabilities that he's just shown off. Instead, Wezley has turned around and he says, "He'll slow them down, run!" And then he starts running away from these people.
That's totally fair.
And just starts bolting back towards where they came. His resolve has shattered.
Wow.
Oh gosh!
As Wezley runs past Mihan calls back, "Your cowardness will not save your sister." And she looks run. And She looks right at the blue creatures and she takes a deep breath in. She holds her staff and it crackles with electricity and energy, and she casts Eldritch Blast on them.
Okay.
And she hopes that she still has her powers. 14 plus 5 equals a 19.
Still there. You hit.
Yeah, score. So that's repelled 10 feet.
Right on.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Which one are you going for? This is
The one closest to me, so I'll go 1, 2. Is that
Sure,
right? So
yeah,
they're
great.
not flanking you anymore.
good one. Excellent. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan sees Wezley run by and goes, I thought so. And for once, I agree to with you, Mihan. Cowards run into the darkness. and then Ātukaan wants to run like he's just like filled with anger now, like, as if he's been assured just by the cowardly act. He's just like, I knew it. And then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he?
6 is your normal.
6.
Yep.
And you. Can I double dash?
Yeah, you can dash. That'll be your full turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is their turn. The one that was hit by your blade attacks you again.
He is welcome to try.
And is unable to penetrate your armor. The other one launches itself on Ātukaan. First one's a 17.
And
you
these
know-
are me, and I ding.
and the second one's a 14.
14, another misses. Yep. He just
Nice.
bumps him off with his shield.
Ātukaan.
Comes close.
In the brief moment coming around here, you've seen that in the passage there's a room that they were in. There's a room ahead that is lit. Okay.
Oh, it's lit, man.
That's one of those.
Lit. Oh, legitness.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just incensed with this thing, so I'm gonna keep hacking at it.
Go for it.
Yep. Oh, that's a 3 again.
At advantage because it's
I really
flanking.
love that.
Oh, you're at advantage.
Oh, disregard. That's way better. Yeah,
Nice.
so that's 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Thank you, good old Ronnie.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
nice
tactics.
one. That's 7 points of short sword damage.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'll hit it
Love
again
that.
with advantage.
Yes,
Papa
please.
chow! Oh! Natural 20!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right on. So do I roll double dice or am I doubling the damage?
Double dice.
Yeah.
You boys.
Ooh, that is 11 plus 3. 14.
Yes.
Dang.
It is
Rex is
very
so mad.
It is so close to being killed. You've sliced it open.
Yeah.
Wesley,
Um,
you doing anything else you've done?
No, that's me.
Okay, Wesley.
Yeah. As Wezley's running away, and Mihan roasts him. It does give him pause. And in his head, but he's like, but they're gonna kill me. They're gonna tear me apart. Okay, but if I don't do anything, then my sister's gonna die. Okay. And so Wezley is here behind Mihan's shoulder, and he's kind of like peeking out behind, and he sees the one that looks like it's pretty ragged. So he like fires up like 3 darts of energy like around his hand. He's like, okay. Here we go. And so he fires 1 at the one that's like pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then he fires 2 at the other.
Okay.
Okay, can I please borrow
Bit of magic
one more?
missile?
Yes. Can I use this?
Yeah,
Thank
go
you so
ahead.
much. Magique. Missile magique.
Let's go,
2
man.
as for the healthy one.
Get
so
it.
that comes to 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And the unhealthy one takes 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And you slay it.
Play.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Wesley's like, okay, pull yourself together.
Okay. Mihan.
Mihan takes a couple steps closer, but still keeping her distance, and she'll just go for another Eldritch Blast on the remaining one. 15 plus 5 equals 30, 20.
Get him.
7 plus 3 is a 10. Repel 10 feet. 1, blast. behind Ātukaan. Into the wall, cave wall behind. And she's thinking of the black liquid. Nothing is going to stop me from getting back my power.
Ātukaan, after just seeing this beast in front of him, he was about to slay 4 dead. And because he's in eye line with Wezley, he acknowledges the fact that Wezley just did that and rubs it aside, but he turns around, pins he would like to pin the beast in his shield as he stabs it straight through its head with his 15 plus 6.
Yeah, man, you guys are.
Sweet. 1d8.
Hey, King.
1d8. 4 plus 2. 6.
Okay.
My shield does.
And it being pinned by your shield, it scrabbles and scratches with its back legs for you. They haven't landed a single shot. And it, instead of doing teeth, it tries to scratch you with its other claws. Oh my goodness. I know 17 doesn't hit you. But it does, as a free action, starts squealing. Starts making a lot of noise, screaming and squealing.
No. Yeah, Rex is literally just be like, no, and just gonna like try and kill it.
Yes.
Coming over here, that's close enough to flanking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what Rex would do. Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh,
I love
I'm glad because that was. Oh no, not good.
it. Oh no.
No, that's only 11 to hit.
That's a missy.
Yeah, so I'll try the next one.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's way better. It's 19 to hit.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yep.
nice.
Yeah, lovely. 5 points of short sword damage.
Okay. It's still up and it's scrabbling.
Trying to like jab my sword in its mouth.
Wezley kind of like surges forward and then he tries to get a good angle on this thing and then toll the dead on him. So it makes a wisdom save.
I got a 20.
No! And he tries to rattle this thing's head like a bell, and he's still so scary.
Mihan's like, do they have this or can I just sneak past? No. Nah, I think it's a bit difficult to sneak past. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and from that angle, I do another Eldritch Blast. Yeah. Ooh, 6 plus 5, sorry, is 11?
11, yeah.
No. So it crackles out for a bit on her staff, and she's smashing it on the cave wall, trying to get it to work. Magdaya, please, I am so sorry. It is not my fault.
Ātukaan, that's the same name that she used when she was talking into the wall.
And Ātukaan, almost like Ātukaan kind of hears it, looks over and goes, I don't think Magaya can help you in a place like this. And then, and as he says that, he just like twists his sword around and just like wants to slice clean the head of.
The anti-Riz, the anti-oath-breaking Rizaden.
6 plus 2, 8.
Oh, it is still alive.
Ooh.
And you've
Sever one of its hands, maybe?
okay.
It's self-esteem.
It tries to get away from you. Make an opposed strength roll.
Okay.
And add your strength modifier onto it. I got an 11.
I got a 19.
Plus your strength.
Plus my strength,
Even
which
more.
is 2. That is 21. Okay.
Oh no.
No, it scrabbles away, spends its turn trying to get away, and is completely ineffectual.
Oh, I'm gonna try and kill this thing.
Yep.
Hard out.
You have advantage.
Yes, good. Oh, not bad. 19, so 25.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, it's a minimum damage. Only 4 damage. Only
pretty
4
good.
damage.
Pretty good.
If it's still alive, I'm just gonna keep slashing at it. I'm mad. 16 plus 5, 21.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 damage.
And you slay it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Slay.
if I miss the first one, the second one, I'm gonna drive the short sword into it and just run it off this edge into the water.
Good. Mihan moves aside. Hey.
Yeah, Ātukaan looks at you and really impressed. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, Rex is just like,
you have quite the fight in you, Rex. It's very admirable.
sorry, there was there was some history there.
Oh, no, please don't be sorry. We have history with this too, but it feels like you've got heavier history with this. What? Did it cause a bad breakup or something?
Those monsters killed my friends.
Of course. Yes. Mihan takes a look at the dead one that's on the floor still, and she wants to look at its properties, if that makes sense. Like, see if there's any
You want to do a medicine roll? Go ahead.
black liquid on it. Nope, 3's not going to do anything, and my plus.
I was going to say, could I offer some aid, some help?
Ooh.
It's like,
You-
because in terms of like, well, I mean, I'm proficient in survival. So the idea of harvesting a beast, possibly.
Well, you'll
That
see me
means you get.
inspect
That
it.
means you get advantage.
Oh,
Come on, baby.
There it is.
18
There it is.
There we
plus
go.
what? 19.
Yeah. That which you seek cannot be found within the beast.
Can I take some of its? Can I take some of its teeth?
Oh, sure. You can pluck some teeth out. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll help you. They'll be like,
Yeah.
cut here, there, under the jaw.
Wow. Anything else? Are there like any poison or venom sacs somewhere in it?
As you're doing, you're getting into this autopsy.
Yes.
I would like Wezley and Ātukaan to make perception rolls.
Yes. 11.
13.
Okay. Let me describe the room, the space that you're in. This hallway is opened into a small natural cavern that has had some rudimentary work done to extend it, to expand it. And there is a door. Again, on the right, always on the right. On the right-hand side, there is a door, a very securely locked door by the, well, it's got a lock on it. Not common in a mine. A metal-bound door. And there are some more runes etched in around the, engraved into the stone around the door. Beyond the hall itself leads into a hallway that goes further into the complex.
As Wezley kind of rejoined the group, he kind of looks at Mihan, and her remark kind of still stings a bit, but he looks at her and he goes,
She's judging you.
Wezley just like nods at her. And then goes to the door where there's etchings, and he sees if he recognizes anything there. Sees if he can divine anything about this door.
Sure. You're a scholar.
Yes, I am.
Why don't you you can choose history or arcana, I don't mind which.
Ooh. I like both. But let's say it's arcana. Oh, I will re-roll that. It almost looked like a 20. That one, 10.
They are,
I'll use inspiration.
okay.
21.
Oh,
There's a definitely connected with, you've done studies specifically on these runes.
Yep.
They're lined in such a way that from a magical point of view, although they're different magical symbols than you're familiar with, they're more closely aligned to these runes on this piece of paper with a lot of triangles and circles. that they are arranged in the same kind of pattern that a warding spell would be arranged.
Okay. Okay. Wezley kind of he's looking at this thing, and then he says, I don't think they want us in this door.
Well, that is too bad because we want to be inside on the other side of this door.
And you might be able to get through, but there would maybe be consequences.
That's the only door in that space.
So there's in this space. So if imagine okay, let's use this diagram, shall we? We'll pull the whole thing over a little bit more. Imagine. You don't need to imagine because we can simplify.
We can build it.
Build it.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. It won't be out of shot for long. We shall make it in
We
shot.
shall make it move.
Okay.
The power of tectonics.
Can rebuild.
All right. Thank you.
Earthquake, of course.
Okay. So uneven floor, right?
Perfect.
Large door.
Oh yes.
Hallway.
To go through that door.
Hallway. A lit brazier, and then through this way here, the hallway continues further into the into the cavern complex.
Where did we hear Goran's scolding from?
Well, from this direction.
So I can't pinpoint it from whether it's from behind this door or past there.
You're too busy. The reason I didn't ask you two to do the
Where-
perception roll is
Harvesting.
you're getting things. There's no poison sacks necessarily.
All right, just teeth then for me.
Does the lock have a key? Does it look like a key?
It does have a keyhole for sure.
If we do want to go through this door, we're going to need the key.
Will this help? Mihan takes out the lock-picking tool that Reaf threw into her cage from the last session.
Good memorizing.
And she holds it out. I do not know exactly how to use this, but Reaf told me that it will get me out of the cage. It did not work. I just Eldritch Blast it. Does anyone know how to pick a lock? She holds it out.
No, I do not.
I don't think we need it. Can Ātukaan walk towards the door? 1, 2, 3.
The lockpick is my boot.
Yep, and then begins moving the other way.
This whole time, Ātukaan, as they were indulged in carving up that beast, he was mesmerized by this fire here. And then on hearing that there's a problem with the door, he just walks towards it. Instinctively, he just wants to bust it down.
You can try to break that bit down.
I'm just going to keep an eye on this one.
Okay, so you can perceptionize first.
Perceptionizing.
Ooh, look out.
Perception arisen at 19.
Okay, good, great, thanks. You don't have to roll to hit. You're gonna hit.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, rolling, you might get a 20.
Yeah, you never know. 14.
Okay, you hit. Okay, your first hit, smack. You're gonna have to do a number of smacks.
Oh boy.
You're just gonna start laying into it, are you?
Yeah.
Ātukaan, you're making a lot of noise.
He's making a lot of noise.
Ātukaan, please.
Ātukaan doesn't hear it. He's just like,
Crunch.
Yeah, Rex is just like, well, if they didn't hear that thing screaming earlier, they're going to hear us now.
Ātukaan, it's gonna take a little while. Rex, looking around the corner, you're looking and paying attention. The shouting, the telling off, all that noise that was there before, it's not there anymore.
Oh, God.
Okay. And in between the, we're like, it looks like the shouting has stopped. I think they heard us.
Ātukaan, you manage through strength and stubbornness
Oh my God.
to break one of the planks. After all, there's been a lot of humidity in here. The wood isn't as strong as it used to be. The metal is a little bit rusted, and
Ātukaan's been working on his legs for a while. And
All right. Well, Mihan pockets the lockpick and says, "I guess we will not need this anymore."
What did we need from this room?
Wezley says we're not sure yet. Can I observe the plank? Has he made like?
Yeah, great.
What's he done to it?
Okay, so imagine a sturdy wooden door, metal bound, like big metal hinges. Yeah. 5 broad planks.
Yeah.
He has crunched, utterly destroyed one of them and smashed the second one enough that Mihan could easily slip in, and all of you could probably push your way in if you want.
Just reach.
Or maybe there's
That's what I say from over there. Well, just reach through and grab the lock.
Wezley's still a little bit stung from being called a coward, and so he says, "Step aside, Ātukaan. You've done good." And then Wezley's very slight of frame, so he's like, "I'll have a look."
You have a look? What does having a look mean?
He's gonna try and slip through.
Okay, great. As you lean down, the light cast from this brazier that is lit catches on something golden and shiny inside.
Oh, treasure! Oh,
Something golden and shiny inside.
oh, golden and shiny. Cool. Is it something nice?
It is gold.
Golden and shiny.
Yeah.
Straight
And
up.
you step in
Yeah.
and you cross the threshold.
Yes.
No.
And the ward,
Yes.
using the ancient inscribed symbols in a warding pattern, just inflicts immeasurable psychic pain.
Maybe you should have been a coward.
Cursed bravery!
And at the same time,
Oh,
from around
yeah.
the corner
man.
comes Gorun and some armed, slack-faced civilians.
Oh boy.
Wezley,
Eh.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on. Be good. Oh, come on. Oh, it's not very good.
Ow.
Natural 1.
Ouch. And you've used your inspiration.
Oh, the dice. They always know. They always know.
So you know, just
Damn.
what's happening? What's going to happen? Is that what are you doing?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Have you ever roasted a wizard before?
Well, it's very similar to the kind of feeling of immersion in water when you had that mind control. It has the same kind of flavor, magical flavor,
Yummy.
but it's just pure pain in your head. You take 24 hit points of damage.
Like in one moment, like
Oh,
Wezley's psyche splits in two, and he's gone. He did I make it to the other side of the door?
I
or
said
did
as you were crossing the threshold.
Kind of like, so I'm
You
past.
halfway through,
So I'm kind of sticking out of the
and
door.
then
yeah.
Oh no.
Legs out the door.
Oh.
And yeah.
and with that we'll take a
Oh my
halftime break.
Because Wesley's halfway.
What could possibly go wrong?
I love it when I give really clear clues and it still works.
I still want to see what's
I
on the
love
inside,
it. Exactly.
though.
I love it. Before we go to our break, we have a giveaway.
Yes.
Yes.
Our friends from Bespoke Boutique, who are giving away a character journal
Let's go.
and a dice scroll. There's some dice scrolls behind you. I think if you can grab one of those out.
Can do.
There's the mugs.
One lucky
the cup.
person that puts says something in the chat. We haven't even discussed what we want this to be.
Oh yes, yes. Let's have
What do we think? What's something based around this episode what's a good challenge to give people?
Can they guess what the golden thing is? And the door. What could it be?
What is the theme?
How about
Cowardice.
What is
is
that?
the theme.
how
What
about
should we name?
How about design a cave monster?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Design a cave. Okay, give us design a cave monster,
monster.
with or without a name. We don't mind. Couple of sentences, certainly no more than a paragraph. We're not looking for a novel here. And our lovely moderators will be able to. You have to the end of the break to get it in there. All right, guys, we'll
10
see you on the other side. Catch you soon.
Bye!
Hey there, fellow adventurers. Want to dive deeper into the world of Dice Legends? Join our incredible Patreon community. We have 3 tiers for different levels of involvement. First, our official Patreon tier is perfect for supporting the show without breaking the bank. Get news about the show and gifts of art and music. Next, our Lore Legends tier is for those craving hidden tales and untold secrets. Get unlimited access to our exclusive and constantly expanding lore document, as well as behind-the-scenes content. Finally, our World Builder tier offers the ultimate Dice Legends experience. As well as all the news and gifts and lore, you get to collaborate with us, contribute ideas, and see your creations come to life in future episodes. To choose the tier that suits you best, head over to our Patreon page now, linked below, and level up your Dice Legends experience. Hey guys, we're back.
Yeah.
Panic.
I mean,
Yeah.
Our
You did.
our moderators will decide on a winner. It's your last second. These are your last seconds to get the entries in designing a cave monster. Thank you, Bespoke Boutique. We love you, guy.
Trick.
We love you. All right, we're gonna get into this. Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna get into it. Looking at our miniatures.
Oh no.
Our miniatures
Oh, no.
printed by our friends at the Printable Dragon.
Yeah.
He's in there.
Let me describe the terrain so I don't have to do it later. Okay. Natural cavern walls that are rough. Gorun and a whole bunch of slack-faced civilians walking towards you. Some kind of hole. Who knows where it goes?
Oh.
Uneven stone floor. Everything else you know.
yeah.
And that is where we begin. She is now 30 feet away.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Well, we've got company.
And there is no doubt in your mind that these guys are like the soldiers before.
Yep.
Okay, you're on.
Oh boy. Okay. I am going to. Basically, I'm just going to turn and look at Ātukaan and just be like, "You good? You good?" And like stand here and just like swords ready. Be like,
oh my gosh.
Here we go again.
Oh my.
I'm just gonna hold an action. If a civilian comes near me, I'm going to try and hit them with the side of the blade. Knock them
Nice,
out.
nice.
Wesley, life death save number 1.
Okay.
Oh boy.
6.
That's a fail.
Wesley is on the pathway to the gate of death, and he has been here a few times now, and he's back, and he's scared again, but his heart races anytime that he's here, and now that he's kind of progressing down the path, he takes a moment to kind of just look around and tries to like peek beyond the gate. Okay, can't spend too much longer here.
Mihan.
While in the few seconds that was happening, Mihan is gathering like some dust on her hands, and then she walks 1, 2, 3. And this worked last time when she was around the swarm of mindless people. So she goes and casts, she whispers into her head, and then she throws it and casts a fog cloud over them. So it's a 20-foot radius around.
Where do you want it to end?
There. So,
Okay.
bam.
Can you hand me those gray dice? We'll use those gray dice as a
yes.
barrier.
Here's the fog.
Fog barrier.
Okay. So this just gives an indication
Yes.
of where that ends.
And she says, "Is it too late to back out now?"
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan, whether it's the flicker of the flames and the light that kind of got him back to his senses, he's looking at Wezley, and there's a certain little guilt that pings into his stomach when he realized the door he just knocked down, that this silly boy had just moved into. He can't help but feel guilty that he did bust down the door that he entered. So he puts his sword back into its place and he wants to grab Wezley and just yank him out. Pretty much yank him out as best as he can.
Okay,
Yeah.
great, excellent, thank you. All right, excellent. From in the fog cloud, you hear Gorun say, "Kill them all."
Oh,
And they try to stumble forward. We'll just see if any of them fall, trip, anything like that.
I hope they do.
Only one of them.
Ow.
Only one of them. The other 4 move forward. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
There's a somersault through the door.
Mihan says, oh, well, they know how to walk in a straight line.
As soon as one gets near me, I'm going to try and ping.
Do it. Go for
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Yes, well, ping there.
7 plus 6 is 13 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So it's non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
4.
And we've already
Clunk.
determined.
Yes.
He falls down unconscious. The other two spear you.
Oh!
Yep.
I think it's the bad kind of spear.
Oh. They don't spare me.
Yeah.
Spear me.
I'll let you go.
Thank you so much.
15.
Doesn't hit.
Another tasty boy.
She can't see you. She's gonna have to come out of the. Ooh, what a pain! What a pain!
Idiot.
All right. She comes out of the fog as well.
Oh, she knows how to walk in a straight line too?
Yeah, she comes out of the fog, but it means that instead of attacking, she says some words, and all of a sudden, there are 4 of her,
No!
and that is her turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. She didn't attack me, so basically I'm like, all right, and I'm just going to turn to those 2 civilians and try and be like clang clang.
Okay.
Try and knock them out. So this guy. Oh, that is a 9 plus 6, 15 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. Non-lethal damage, 6. Oh no, it's even more, 8.
They break the wall.
Yeah, plank, and then the next guy. Oh, so close. It's only a 7 to hit.
No.
It's a clang. Ah, oh, damn it. It was shorter than I thought.
Wesley. Oh my goodness, Wesley, come on.
14. And he's continues venturing down this path, and he's kind of like looking back towards him, towards like a kind of glowing light of reality. But as he walks down this path, he tries to pick a flower. You know, he's like taking, some sort of souvenir. He doesn't intend to stay here. He's really hoping he doesn't.
Yeah, I wonder if any of your buddies are gonna help you.
But he's like, he's trying to take some souvenirs, and his heart is going, his metaphorical heart is going. He's like, okay, I really can't stay here much longer. That's all.
Okay.
Mihan finds a little ant on the floor, and she picks it up, and then she whispers into its ear, and then she releases it and casts hex into this guy, and it crawls into its ear. So that is so that is a bonus action. She walks backwards as a movement to Wezley,
Yeah.
and then tries to.
Stabilize.
Yes, stabilize
Medicine.
it.
Make a medicine roll.
Oh, we know how good that is. 2 plus 1 equals 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
So she looks at it and she's like, I do not understand what has
It's not
happened.
even bleeding. No.
Yeah, what happened to you? Where's the wound? Yes, so I've got hex now on that guy.
Okay.
Nice.
This one.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan looks at Mihan, looks down at Wezley, and same thought comes over him that he had with Reaf and not wanting to lay or help. But whether, again, it is the fire that flickers in his eye and it's the warmth of the fire that kind of just warms him ever so slightly and reminds him of Muketi's light. He reaches down, touches Wezley on his face and says, heal.
How much are you healing?
I have 15, right?
You got 5 times your level. You got 15 max.
15? Yeah, I'm going to give him 5.
Good. Very generous.
Because what I was thinking is, if you'd rolled a 1,
Yeah, it was close.
roll a
Yeah.
1 is equivalent of 2 fails.
2 fails.
Yes. I want to add that I can put a disadvantage on an ability check. So anyone who has this ant in them, I'll put disadvantage on strength checks.
Nice.
Am I allowed to do a bonus action or no?
What's your bonus action?
Oh.
What do you want to do?
Am I allowed to pick up stuff, things, something?
Yeah, we will pick up.
As he lays their hand his head goes towards the big torch that's in front of him.
Okay.
He looks up, and he wants to pick up the torch.
It's massive, but yes. Okay, you go over to the torch and you lift it up.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
says,
All right.
Wow.
I feel-
Olympian level.
Yeah. And in his mind, he's like, into the light they must come.
And- okay. Make
What do you want?
next.
What would you like?
Next round, you'll make an athletics roll to.
He's lost to us.
Okay.
He's gone.
Civilians first. They surround you.
Oh, man.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
No.
Totally fine.
I'm sorry. I'm coming.
And they all three of them spear you.
Yep.
Well, they're terrible. 16 is the highest anyone gets.
That meets beats, so that hits me.
2.
I mean, it's more than 0, so.
And she,
Oh god.
she reaches her hand and tries to touch your shoulder,
Okay.
your chest.
Hi.
24.
Oh boy, yeah, that hits.
And as she does it, she says, "Shatter."
Oh no.
Oh.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
That's nice. A little bit
And-
cold demand.
Oh.
Yeah, and horrible pain
Oh, I bet.
erupts through you, and I got a truly dreadful roll.
How many ones?
For dreadful for you.
I got a
dreadful
total
for-
of not a 5d8. I rolled 9 hit
It
points.
was pretty
damage.
impressive.
Wow.
That's pretty
Oh, I
impressive.
saw all those dice rolling, and I was just like, well,
Yeah, 9. You take 9 hit. That's all. Only
9.
9.
Yep, sweet.
Ah, well, that was
Yeah,
very
just. He's like, oh.
And now it is your turn.
9. Boy. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, basically just like he takes that and is just like looks at her and is like and just turns around and is going to try and knock out those two. Boom boom. Yeah. So this one,
Okay.
that is a 18 to hit
Yes.
for 6 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
Ugh, and she's knocked out, knocked to the ground.
And then the other fellow.
The one behind you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, so close. You saw it, didn't you? So that's only a 9 to hit.
No, not good enough.
Just that guy. It's that guy.
Yeah. Wesley.
Could you like hex his armor class?
Man.
Get him.
Wesley's eyes flash open.
Oh, welcome back, Wezley.
Oh God. Okay. And then he feels like this like radiating healing touch that was on his face months ago, and he presumes that it was Ātukaan, and he's okay. That's good. And then he kind of like just props himself up to a seated position against the wall. How many people are here? Like how many like
You can see 4 people. You see
Yeah.
only 2 civilians, and then there's a fog cloud behind. You can't see if there's any more beyond that.
Okay.
And Gorun is there.
Okay. So as he's propped himself up, he can't sort of bring himself to say thanks, Ātukaan, but he can maybe do things his way. And then he pulls like some salt and some soot from his pouch, and then he kind of holds them in his hand, and then he blows them out towards this area here. He casts sleep here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
And he just thinks to himself, he's like, I hope you ate your Wheat Bix this morning, Rex. And he is going to roll 5d8, and then
Oh, boy.
it will put to sleep a number of people that are covered by those numbers. So hopefully Rex has high enough HP.
You got it.
Oh my gosh.
What you get?
So 3 of those were ones. But we've got 14.
14, which is enough to put the 2 civilians to sleep and no one else.
Yeah.
And they both fall down. Oh,
Okay.
Well, it's close.
You are now surrounded by the unconscious and sleeping form of 5. Of 5, there are 5 sleeping and unconscious civilians.
Nice. As they
Around.
drop, Rex sees them and then like looks up at Dorgun, and then the crackling, happens again.
Mihan.
Mihan sees that they fall, and so she uses a bonus action to get that ant out from the guy, and the ant kind of travels all the way, and I hex the Goroon.
Yes.
And then I will do an Eldritch Blast on her.
Yes.
Aha!
Blast
Get it.
her.
Blaster.
Oh,
So
so
that's
close.
10 plus 12. 12?
It missed. It does not hit her.
You know what? I'm so sick of my hex never working. I've never had it work. Like I've never gotten damage. So it's enough for me to go inspiration.
Yes.
Yes. Go.
Yes.
The same one.
The same.
You know what? I'll just I quit.
Mihan walks down to the cave.
Peace out, homies.
Ātukaan.
Oh, sorry. I'll
Like,
move.
"Nah, just take my power.
I'm just gonna move because I don't want to be in the corner. And
Okay.
Ātukaan goes to lift up this thing, thinking it was, it's like, yes, they are going to see that. And then he looks over and says, oh, everyone's gonna sleep now. Okay, so he puts it back down. And he kind of just doesn't. He sees that Wezley is kind of conscious again, but he kind of just walks away as if he wasn't a part of him coming back to. And he wants to walk over, and he kind of looks at Rex, and that lady's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Yeah. One,
Rex is just-
2, 3, 4.
You've only done 4.
And Ātukaan wants to run.
Yep.
And almost like, you know how they high jump and it's almost he.
Did the Fosbury flop?
Yeah, Fosbury flop. Fosbury flop and almost like.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it. Just
I
the
love
best
it so much.
so ever. Yeah, love it.
Let's see.
Oh!
Inspiration.
First of the
Can I use inspiration?
Haven't you used? Have you used your
No,
inspiration? No,
only-
you haven't. No, only
only
Wes.
I think only
Come
I
on.
have.
Give me 20. Come on, let's go 20. 9 plus anything?
Impossible.
No, you got it. It's a sword.
Oh, 9 plus 6. Yes. Oh, yeah. 15.
You hit her.
Yeah! 15 with the D8. Oh, where are you, D8?
Oh, you gave
Mirror
yours
image?
the
Still blurred?
thingy.
Oh yeah, she's
And
mirror
mine.
image. We need to just thank you. We need to
that-
see whether or not.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Do you have our D8s?
Oh yeah.
You hit one of her mirror images, and now instead of 4 of her, now there are 3 of her.
Oh, man.
You got the wrong Goron, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
So what she's going to do on her turn is she winds all 4 of them kind of weave between you, and she runs and takes the opportunity attacks, hoping that her
Oh, you know it.
hoping that her mirror images will absorb. Okay, so you guys can both get an opportunity attack.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Ooh, that is an 18 to
Yeah,
hit.
that is. Let's see whether or not.
like
Let's see
that.
if you hit her or you hit one of the other mirrors. So now there's just her and one other dancing around. But she moves through, and then she does. No, she's gonna go for Ātukaan. Okay. She says,
I used my reaction.
"Timeless enemy."
Oh.
And a crackling beam of energy that looks very, very similar to Mihan's
No.
Eldritch Blast comes out of her hand.
Yeah, and as Ātukaan sees this Eldritch Blast fire, he's very aware how very similar this looks like, and he catches Mihan's eye as well on the corner. I'm like, what the?
Mihan looks like a deer in headlights, like, oh.
And I think does a 20 hit you?
Yes, it does! Oh, dang it.
Does a 20 hit you?
What a question.
Oh,
Rub
what a
it in.
slat.
I know.
What a slap to the
This is 20
face.
hit you, not
You
when I'm
take
level 14.
15 hit points of damage.
No.
What level is she?
She's bigger level than you.
It's scary.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, Ātukaan felt that. Boom!
And she starts chanting something with her bonus action, chanting something in an ancient tongue.
Oh my gosh.
Chanting something, it's rhythmic. You're up.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Seeing that slam into Ātukaan, I'm like, nope, don't like this. And I'm gonna try and move through these bodies to get to her.
Yeah, they're difficult terrain, but it's no
Yep.
problem for you to get to her.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet. I'm gonna start swinging at her.
Do it.
Get a Rix.
Ooh, that is a 15 to hit.
All right, let's see if it's the last illusion or if it's her. It's her.
Yes. Boom. So that's 4 points of. It'll be 5 points of short sword damage. But then I'm gonna hit of another psionic blast for another 5 points of psionic damage. Boom. Does that look like it hurts her?
Oh, it hurts her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. And then I'm going to. After I hit her, there's a moment of like just rage, and then I'll kind of like and try and use second wind.
Yes!
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So I feel a little bit better.
Yes.
Nice, Wezley.
Has Wezley kind of like he's just like leaned against this wall, and he sees his companions tangling with her, and he notices that she doesn't even pay him any attention. And there might be a part of him that's hurt by that, but as he kind of just sits there and watches her do it, he pulls out his book and he kind of just flicks through a page, and then he just points a finger at her and casts Detect Thoughts.
I did not see that coming.
Wesley hates this. Like, being in other people's minds has been an awful experience so far. So.
She wasn't prepared.
Yes, she wasn't. Okay, and as he's like going into her mind, and hopefully he's just hoping like the other three are just distracting her enough. The first thing that he's seeking is, what the heck is that tentacled creature down in the lake?
Okay. You get surface thoughts. Mm-hmm. Initial surface thoughts are to kill Ātukaan.
Yeah.
She's calling the voiced one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And he will be here any moment.
Huh?
From the lake, from the river.
Oh!
Mihan!
I don't know that. Mihan sees that she casts Eldritch Blast, and she says, That is my spell. And then she tries to Eldritch Blast her. I want to do that. 14 plus 5. 19, okay.
Nice.
And then I get to
You got
put
it.
my hex
You got
damage
it. You got it.
finally.
You got it.
10 plus 2 plus 3. So it's 15.
Yes.
And she gets repelled back 10 feet. So
Boosh into the wall.
Boom.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
Yeah, finally, hex.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan shifts around after receiving that big blow. He would have picked himself up, and can he maneuver?
Sorry.
No.
Wait.
No.
Go back.
Nope.
Well,
She had one mirror image left.
oh
Yes.
man.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Because you hit her,
I
not
hit
the
her,
mirror
yeah.
image.
Would she have to make a concentration save for mirror image?
Oh.
Good
No,
question.
I don't.
No, disregard. No, all good.
Oh
all good.
yeah,
Right.
you know it's.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, damn it.
So
Oh, okay.
1 to 10, you hit her. 11 to 20, you hit the mirror.
Please, that was a
14, you didn't. No, you hit the mirror.
The mirror.
And so eliminated her.
So you didn't. So it's only her left, but you didn't do any damage.
But it's good that the mirror is gone.
Yes, it's good that the mirror is gone. It's good that the mirror is gone. So she is not repelled,
No.
and the hex damage isn't there.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
But it's
that
so
the
good for the party.
image is gone.
It is good for the party.
It is good for the party because Ātukaan just saw like the mirror image just shatter against the wall, like, and then eyes out, beelines, and then now I see you, and then leaps over, and and then takes a swipe of stab into her flesh with an 8
Close.
plus 6.
14.
14! Oh! Really?
She has, and as it slices, like you think it's gonna get her elbow.
Yeah.
Her elbow. What do you call this? Shoulder.
Her shoulder.
But there's some kind of It's almost the same color as the Eldritch Blast. Some kind of shimmer absorbs it, and it just slips off of her.
Ātukaan is like quite taken aback by that.
And she says to you, attack your friends.
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, naughty, naughty, naughty.
No.
Plus your wisdom saving throw.
How's my wisdom?
Top box. Top one.
Tapakasa.
You don't give any bonuses. Oh, you do. You do.
Yeah, do.
You do.
What do I do?
So 2 plus your wisdom modifier of +1, so you could add 3 onto it.
So that's 15.
Oh,
15.
that's pretty good.
Her DC is 15.
Good boy, good boy.
Go.
It doesn't work. She keeps chanting louder and louder, and
Wezley goes, ha! We're not as friends anyway.
she's going to have to.
Jokes on
They're
you.
not the
Don't tell you, we're not as friends.
He speaks the truth.
She digs deep and she casts some spell right below her, and all around you, these from the cracks of the ground, black tentacles in the square all around you guys. These black tentacles come and start to twist and entwine both of you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
You've got this.
I had that, and then I lost it.
Yes, you.
Yeah, that's a 4.
His favorite number, actually.
Yeah, that 3 is really popular.
Really like to roll that 3.
It's lucky in some numerology somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't have anything on it,
Nope.
so it's just
0. It's 11.
you both take 11 hit points of damage.
Okay.
As you're both pulled in by these black tentacles.
And as Ātukaan feels the black tentacles, he also feels his body go limp. And then crushing. And then he's out.
And the tentacle discards you. The tentacle discards you.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a reaction.
You have a reaction, yes?
Yeah, as he's being crushed.
Yeah.
Can I use? I'll use another psionic power to cast protective field on him.
Do it.
So I'll reduce your damage
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, by 5.
By 5. Oh,
So you only take 6.
okay.
You're still up.
I'm still up.
So as it's crushing you, there's a moment where I look over and just like essentially reach out to you, and there's a just kind of absorbs a little bit of the crunch.
Oh, nice.
You're up.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it means
nice.
you're also bound, so it means your attacks
Yeah.
are at disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Oh, yeah. Cool. That's fine. All right. I'm gonna try and hit her. Can I try and free myself? Well,
Oh yeah, look. Yeah, you can try to a strength check will get you out.
yeah. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. An athletics check or a strength check?
It will be athletics. Let me just check. Let me double check.
Sure.
Strength or dex check.
Oh yeah, just straight up strength.
Strength or dex check.
Yep.
Either way, yep.
17.
You burst free!
Yeah, sweet.
Nice.
Boom. So that's my action to break free. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna action surge,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna smack her.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna try and
Yes.
Get her.
Give her a.
11.
No.
That one doesn't hit. I'll try and get it with the bonus action.
Get it.
That's better.
Oh,
That's
yes.
21 to hit.
You hit her.
For another 5 points of short sword damage.
Okay. This woman is tough.
Yeah.
But her brain is wanting. And so Wezley's just probing a little bit deeper. That's the first thing he does is to go a little bit deeper, and then he's kind of asking what's behind. He wants to know what's behind this door.
What's the shiny gold?
The door. The door is the treasure and map room.
The treasure and map room. Okay, that's of some interest. But as he's maintained this connection, he says out loud, he says, the The voiced one is coming. Get away, Mihan.
Okay, Mihan.
Hey. Mihan hears it. She doesn't question Wezley. She sees that he is doing his little detect thoughts, and she's like, "Oh, he's in a rough time right now." And she'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. So behind like these bodies on the floor. But she still wants to be able to see her.
Yeah, you can see her.
And she just kind of tracks her and was watching her. And then she whispers, "Stand down and cower." And cast suggestion.
Oh my god. I'm going to say that to all my enemies from now on for the rest of my life. Stand down and cower.
What's the DC?
My DC, oh gosh, it's 13.
You got it.
Stand down and cower.
14.
I'm going to get that tattooed on me.
Well, if she was a cleric, she would have passed, but she's not.
So she failed?
She failed.
Okay.
By one.
By one! So Mihan,
Come on,
stand down and cower.
Stand down and cower, lady.
So she might catch my eye, and Mihan is standing there like, you know, there's all this chaos around, but you just catch in the corner an old woman with messy beaded hair and just like head tilting up to the side and starting to shake.
Yeah. Okay. And all right, great. And so she is.
She must do that for
She
8
must-
hours. Until I say no.
Ātukaan, seeing that this woman is now in immense, what is this word for it? Is cursed? Yeah, Ātukaan kind of stands there and doesn't know really what to do because she's kind of.
Oh.
Ātukaan's gonna raise his sword and just go. Dong!
Oh.
You're gonna try to knock her out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. No, you. No.
And I was like, yeah, that's fair.
At advantage.
Okay, advantage.
Okay,
13 plus. If it's just the.
I just want to see if
pommel of the
taking
sword?
damage destroys it.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it stabs itself or does anything to itself, it'll stop.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't stop it. Okay.
Yeah. It still keeps going.
Well, look. The moral of the story is that you've told her to stand still. So
Stand down.
stand down
And cower.
and cower. So you do that. Yeah, it's not going to knock her out in one hit.
Oh, okay.
But she's cowering.
I maybe have overreacted by hitting you. I'm so sorry. Ātukaan puts the sword back. Yeah, Ātukaan just assesses and looks over to Rex and we did well. You did well.
I think Rex is just still staring at this woman, kind of cowering. Do you think you can get these people out of here?
That we can do, yes.
Tie her up.
I'm gonna. You want to tie her up?
She might be a threat later on.
Oh.
Mihan just goes and ties her up.
You start tying her. Wezley, what are you doing?
Wezley says, "Where's the black liquid?"
Oh.
And what he's hoping to discover is if it's on her.
Okay.
Not if I get there first.
Okay, you say, where's the black liquid? Her mind does go to it. She does carry some on her.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a room from whence they came, she thinks of the big, like the wine casks and things that you saw in the last adventure. There's a whole bunch in beyond.
Okay. Wezley will use the movement to go up to her, and then his action to grab the black liquid.
And
If I'm there tying her up,
do you guys want to make do you want to see who can be fastest?
She doesn't know it's there.
She doesn't know it's
well,
there.
I can check what.
You said you were tying. He said he was doing that.
I'm really about to find out where it is.
Fair.
Can I cast a glance back towards the river?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's bubbling or boiling?
Okay, you go back towards the river.
Back towards here.
Yeah. You move back there. Have a look. And ripples heading the wrong direction.
The wrong direction.
Something is moving from that direction towards you. Something large.
Something. There's something coming in the water. I'll just be like,
Backing up.
there's something coming. We probably can't go back that way. If we take all of these people, I think we can only go this way.
The people will be fine. Let's just go.
No, he's right.
But the whole reason we're here is to help these people.
There's more people in there.
Yeah.
We must
Yes,
save
I'm
them first.
sure there is.
I'm sure they will be fine here. We have to find the rest.
We must save these ones. Yeah, and Ātukaan, in doing so, wants to lift up 2 on his shoulders.
I'll take the other 2.
Yeah.
There's one left.
I'm too weak. I can't even carry myself.
Maybe you 2 can drag one. Or carry one together.
I'm holding on to Gorun, making sure that she still stays cowardly.
I'll take her. I'll basically drag, like have one over the shoulder, like, you know, classic. Draped this way and then drag 2 of them. This way.
Oh, you are so good. Come on, new friend. She holds hold to Gorun, still making sure that
Still
she's
like,
all tied up. Go on.
And she's cowering. And make a survival roll to see how good your knots are.
Oh, yeah. Fair. Let's see.
You good?
No, not good at all.
Not so good.
What was that, survival?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, she's shaking too much. They don't even hold.
She's just at the bottom.
You know what? I will just put my hand on her shoulder, and hopefully that's enough to guide her and keep her scared.
Yes.
Just that. Like,
And from the river as you're moving around.
We're moving.
But we're far away from him now. We're nowhere near.
Large
don't like
blue creature moves out of the water and starts looking towards you.
come on, man. Rex is just like, we need to move right now.
And your athletics roll.
Oh boy. Athletics +5.
Yes.
17.
Dude, the adrenaline, right? Boosh!
Just
It's like difficult terrain. You're encumbered, but you got the beans to do it.
powering through, man.
Stamina.
Stamina / abject
right.
fear.
I just need to work out how I feel about these 3 people. Okay. I've got the black liquid.
You've got some black liquid.
Okay.
Small amount.
Okay. The voiced one has just reared its ugly head here.
Oh.
He's only gonna get out with the help of these people. And so his lot is in with them. So we're currently moving this way, aren't we?
Yeah, you're moving down the hall.
I dissipate the fog cloud that's there.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
gone.
thank God.
Okay.
Ātukaan would have taken 2.
As they're moving along, Wezley will scour more of her thoughts, and he's now he's trying to figure out. Oh, he knows the way out. Actually, are there more innocents? He asks for some reason.
Yeah, she's well under. She's completely an open book to you, I'm afraid. And you're not going to be able to get much more, though.
Okay.
And yes, there are more.
further in the caves, and then he severs the connection. He gets out of a icky, yucky brain. Ugh.
Mihan.
Mihan goes towards more. She needs to find the source of this black liquid, and if it's not here, then she has to go in further, and she does not want to look at the voiced one again.
Okay.
Ushers the woman.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan also determined not to have the voice one's voice in his head. Just holds on tightly to the people and follows Rex.
We're moving.
Later.
Please let us go.
all four of you hear a voice in your head saying, trying to flee is pointless. You are in my domain. But nothing.
Just like, no, not again, not again, not again.
You move further into the tunnel.
Yeah.
So the tunnel, natural cavern, uneven floor. Everything smells damp. But there's no sound other than the small lapping of waves from the voiced one, moving the river beyond, and the bit of fire crackling from behind you, from that brazier. Otherwise, your footsteps are all that you hear, and the dragging of people. And entering the hallway opens into an opening, an open area. In our last session, if you recall, there was a large natural cavern that had an upside-down tree on one side. Yeah?
Yep.
And that's where all the civilians were harvesting. And then there was a bridge that came over to like a spawning area of these blue creatures, these blue devilish creatures. That is where you are now.
Oh,
Where all the barrels are.
No.
No, the hanging upside down tree part.
You are in the area where the cocoon area
Oh, on the other side of the black.
Yeah, you're on the spawning area of
so
the
it's
blue
across the bridge.
creatures. Perception rolls, everyone, please.
oh boy.
19.
Ooh,
Ooh, 11.
17.
15.
What'd you get?
19.
Oh, wow!
I've been here before.
All right, I'll describe the entire. You guys, excellent. So there's good lighting in this area. There's two more of these kind of braziers that are lighting up the place. As you recall, I said there was a circular pit, which is just full of. It's clearly had blood spilled in it. If you recall, last time she killed 2 people in front of it. And there's a number of these spawning sacks that are hung up along the wall. There's 5 of them, and there are things moving inside it. But there are no people. She's not there. On the other side of the bridge, right in front of you, the people are carrying barrels slowly to a large boat. And the boat is very close, is on that shore, near to where your cages were actually last time. There are a whole bunch of the blue creatures on the boat. And they are loading everything onto the boat. That is, to your left is where the large subterranean lake was. Yeah.
or it means that that thing can reach us. Just in case anyone forgot.
Of course.
Has anyone noticed that they are actually loading those creatures onto vessels? As in, are they trying to transport them out of here?
Possibly.
Yes.
The river there could take them anywhere.
Well,
Do I recognize the make of the boat?
Probably not. When you say they're getting loaded, are they still in their sacks or are they out of their
So there's 5 in the room that you've just moved into. The room that you've moved into, there are 5 sacks hanging nearby along the walls that are moving inside. There's still 5 being spawned clearly.
the ones being loaded on the
But
ships?
on the ones on the ship, which is on the other side of the lake, you'd have to get across the bridge to get over to it. There are a whole bunch of them on the boat.
that are out of the sacks already.
Out of the sacks that have already been spawned, and onto that same large boat, the civilians, men, women, children, mostly humans, a few dwarves, a few elves, are mindlessly putting all the casks of black liquid onto the boat.
One thing we discovered last time was that pain is the best way to get them out of their trance. To save these people, we have to hurt them. And we have to be closer to them. Am I right in assuming that where they are is where like the barrels of black liquid are and the vials and whatnot?
Yeah.
So yes, we have to go over there and save them.
Looking at Gurun, does this woman control them?
Not only her, she has ordered them before. And she looks at the cowering figure that she's got her hand on.
And then Wezley will say, it will be the work of the voiced one.
The area we're in, it's got that sex in the pit. Is it just like a depression in the ground where they can like collect blood?
Which has some stones placed around it, like bricked and mortared in, so that yes, just a blood collecting pool.
The thought that's now overcoming Ātukaan's mind is that although he has humans, he's slowly putting him down, but he can't seem to take his eye off that ship across the harbour. And in his mind he says, no matter what, that ship doesn't leave here with all of that on it. And he's gonna try and figure out a way to get there.
Your perception roll is good enough that it's hard to tell exactly how many of the blue creatures there are, because they're kind of milling around. They appear to be actually tethered on to the boat, but there's probably 20 of them.
Oi.
Wezley sees 20 of those monsters on the boat. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wezley doesn't like the idea of these things being at large, especially at the disposal of people who intend to kill him and other lords and ladies of the realm. This boat is also filled with black liquid.
Wezley, do you think you could set that boat alight?
I was just thinking that, Rex. Wow.
Same thought was running through Ātukaan's head. It's like, but he was about to ask Rex if you by any chance have a crossbow.
I do not. I prefer my work up close.
I could.
Are you sure?
He's not.
It's like, Rex is going to put the bodies down, and he's going to look at everyone and say, set that boat on fire. Burn all of them. Promise me, paladin, that you will get these people safely home. Promise me.
That I can promise you, my friend.
I will buy you some time. And Rex turns back into the hallway and runs
Hey?
back towards the voice line.
What?
Where are you?
What?
Wait.
Oh, where is he going?
It just disappears into the hallway.
That was my shield. Damn it.
Wezley, what are you doing?
He kind of like flicks a look at Mihan.
She looks over at the barrels that have not been loaded, and then looks at the boat.
Yeah.
And then at Wezley.
And then Wezley nods. And can he actually do this?
Do I have a we both didn't take flame spells because that was a
But he fancies that he could probably scuttle the boat if he put holes in it.
Make it sink.
And it's gonna have to be enough.
Do you recall? I said last episode, and you got great perception rolls this time,
Yes.
that they had some distilling equipment
Yes, underneath the tree.
near the tree. They had a furnace
And fire.
and they had distilling equipment.
What does distilling mean?
Distilling is the process in alcohol where you burn off things, so some goes as vapor and then condenses in another area.
Yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay.
So you have fire and you have booze.
Under near us.
it's on the other side of the bridge.
So we have to cross the
Wezley.
bridge.
So wait, hold on. The distilling equipment is across the bridge.
Across
Where
the bridge.
everyone else is. So we have to cross the bridge to get even close to that.
Is Ātukaan, can Ātukaan see it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you can all see it. You all got great perception rolls.
What is the chance of being able to stealthily go across the bridge
Well,
without
you
being
guys'
seen?
armor terrible, but you can try.
I don't have much armor.
Meanwhile, Rex.
Rex, what are you doing?
Rex,
Yeah,
tell me what you're doing.
I'm just powering down this hallway,
Yeah.
like not even really aware of what I'm doing, like half angry, but also like terrified, and he's crying, just remembering his friends. And it's just kind of basically running around this corner and like slides around the corner to see if it's there.
You slide around the corner. There's nothing there at the moment.
I'm just gonna be like, ah! Like jump into the water, thrashing around, and I'm like, where are you?
Excellent.
Trying to make a noise.
Yeah. And some water moves up ahead of you. Something moves, and this big head comes out of the water,
Oh no.
turns towards you. We'll use some of these over here.
God.
It turns
Why?
towards you.
You cold.
You want
Moves
him out.
towards you. So what we're gonna do is we might need to do. We might have to split our sea. So split it. It comes, and in your head it says, "I remember hearing of you. This time you will be my little morsel." And meanwhile, on the other side of
Be
the
his morsel.
on the other side, what are you doing?
I guess.
Okay. So across the bridge is both boat and distilling equipment, or is the boat close?
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Imagine the room that you're moving towards across the bridge is a circle.
Yeah.
Okay, a circle in the midst of which is the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bridge is at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
4.
At 4 o'clock. You dig it?
4. 4.
The boat
Yeah.
is at 8 o'clock.
8.
The
Opposite
distilling
sides of the
equipment,
clock.
and the tree are right in the center.
Okay. And how far away is that?
You're gonna have to be sprinting. It's a good 100 feet away.
Boy.
Okay. So hopefully that thing is distracted, and then the most likely. Are there any adversaries that we can see that are going to intercept us that we can see at the moment?
There's a boatload of of blue creatures, but other than that, and a whole bunch of civilians.
And are they in sacks or are they?
No,
Tethered
they're
in-
tethered.
inside the
okay.
boat.
They're tethered to the boat.
Okay.
So
So
hopefully they can't jump out.
Hopefully they can't jump out.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay, so what are you doing, Wezley? You running or not?
Wezley will run.
Mihan.
Running.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan is also running.
First round, sprint, 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 sprint. You cross the bridge. And the creatures get sight of you, and they start howling at you and pulling at their bindings. The people, meanwhile, completely oblivious, keep adding the sacks on in front of you. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Him away from us.
It comes towards you. Go ahead. What you doing, buddy?
I'm just gonna try and hit him. I'm just like, let's dance, big boy.
Oh boy.
Good rolls.
No, not good rolls. That one's only that's only a 10 to hit.
That's not gonna do anything.
Okay. And then the next one is
Yes!
that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
That's a good roll.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go.
So was it double dice?
Yeah, double dice.
That is 9 points of damage.
You slice it. And that was, yeah, okay.
It can be hurt! Which means it can be killed.
Run.
Do you bleed?
Run. Yeah. Wezley feels
Running.
As I'm running, I want to cast fog cloud over top because it's 120 feet. Is it within 120 feet?
Yeah.
Fog cloud over top of the around the boat.
Around the boat.
So that the
so they
vision,
can't see you.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And-
Ātukaan wants to double face, like get to the alcohol
Yeah.
slash
Distillery thing.
Distillery thing,
Yeah,
just-
great.
Elbows and high knees.
Yeah.
Sprinting. The damage you do attracts focus its attention entirely on you.
Good.
All of the creatures on the boat turn towards the river that you're in and away from you guys. The people with their casks stop moving.
It can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Hive mind.
And
Oh boy.
one of its tentacles slaps out of the water and tries to slap you into the cave wall.
Oh, no.
23.
Oh yeah, that does.
7.
7.
Terrible roll.
Oh.
Oh, not for me. Just like whoop.
Second
Is that all
tentacle.
you got?
No, it isn't. 26.
Oh, that hits me.
I think you're dead.
I'm gonna use my last little psionic thing to try and absorb some of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
that tickles.
I absorbed 4 points of damage.
Well, I only did 8.
Ah, sweet. That's enough to send me unconscious.
Oh
So just be like, ha ha.
And you guys, you get to the equipment. You get to the
Natural
equipment.
20, your death save is all it's saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's,
want
you've
that
still
one.
got an inspiration. It's fine.
Oh,
Yes.
cool. Good to know.
You get to the distillery equipment. There's a bunch of coal there. There's a little portable furnace. There are glass vials on the top of the little oven. Yeah, what are you doing?
No, he picks up the coal and she starts shoving it into a furnace. He's hoping he's got some sort of like basic chemistry knowledge. He's just trying to find the quickest way to like light this thing up.
Light the boat up?
Like this, like make a flame here.
Oh, it's already on fire. It's
Oh,
already.
great! Best way to pick up?
Molotov. Allow me.
Yeah.
And once Ātukaan would love to grab a glass,
Sunwrath recipe.
rip off a bit of a rag and stuff it in there and then set it on fire. Well, with the
Okay.
bottle
Alright.
Yeah.
filled with alcohol and a flaming rag
Okay.
poking out of the side.
All right.
Okay.
You're making a flaming
Molotov
bottle.
Yes.
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you doing?
How far are those vials and barrels from the distillery?
From where you are, they're 80 feet.
Mihan leaves them and goes. She has to. She's gonna go to the vials.
You start running towards the.
Yeah. She sees the people freeze, and there's a fog cloud, and she doesn't hear much from the creatures anymore. So she's going.
You get within 20 feet of them.
Mihan. Oh, and he calls out. Ready to do it.
Okay.
But the barrels that are not on the boat.
The barrels are not on the boat. I don't know if we're going to be. I'll put the boat up.
Yeah.
Put it up on trade me.
Perfect. Yeah.
How much?
All right. Okay. Let's pull this whole thing towards you guys over there. No, we've got some double stuff going on here.
Okay.
Yeah, a whole bunch of civilians.
Oh,
this is
no.
intense.
And
it just got way more complicated.
and Mihan, you get within 20 feet of them.
So whereabouts are the barrels?
The barrels are in their hands and on the boat.
Oh, okay.
And so-
they're not on a different place. Cool.
So there's a whole bunch of them on the boat. Yeah, put all those barrels in there. Yeah, go for it. And I do not have 20 blue, but I do have 4. Okay, so you do a double. You run over to them, right? You're now 20 feet away from them. That's your turn.
Yep.
The creature comes up to you, wraps its tentacle around you. You're unconscious doesn't mean out cold. It means like you're not capable of doing things. It picks you up, lifts you up to its 2 rows of eyes, its 6 eyes, and speaks into your head and says, "Puny one, let me have your thoughts. Make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage."
Disadvantage. Oh. Wisdom save. It's cool. It's just a -1.
-1?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, 2 -1 is 1.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And you can tell that it is just going through your brain,
Like a
reliving
filing cabinet.
all of your memories in front of you.
Dang.
Oh no.
That's rude.
The death of Serena, the death of your other companions, everything. And then he says, "Useless," and throws you into the water. Make a life-death save.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, natural 20. Alive.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
Wezley
Yes?
and Ātukaan, we're going to deal with you simultaneously. Well, at this, what are you guys doing? Because you two are at the. Basically, what I'm saying is dealing with Mihan last.
Yeah.
How far away are we from the
I said
boat?
80 feet.
8 feet.
Okay. Okay. I could get it there. I could get there right now. If you pass me that. I'll trade you. He pulls out the black elixir.
Where did you get that?
It doesn't matter. And then he swaps the two.
Yes. Yeah, like Ātukaan, just his trust comes in. And he just. Okay.
Okay, and then he pats Ātukaan on the shoulder. He's like, "It's all right." And then first of all, Wezley just runs 30 feet. Doosh, 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 doosh. He uses his action to dash. Boosh, 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 boosh. Okay. Stitch. 60 feet. The last 30 feet, Misty steps.
So put yourself on the map to where you want to be. Where do you want to be? Right there. Or where you want to be.
Yep. I can. He doesn't trust his throwing arm. And so, not on the boat, but he could be pretty close to the boat. Oh, is there. What? Oh, these barrels are right here. Okay, but he's here, but he's like, no, okay. Where's Mihan in relation to all this?
You just passed her.
Okay, hello. Okay. And then he says, he has the Molotov in his hand and he goes, "Die!" and throws the Molotov at the boat.
Okay, that'll have to be next turn.
Oh gosh!
Because you've dashed and done your bonus action. That's you.
Okay.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan has just seen Wezley just dash, and he did just he just saw him try and throw the Molotov because he was just reaching to make another one until he saw that happen. And I'm like, oh, what is it? And he still makes another little Molotov.
Okay, thank you. Mihan.
Mihan does most of her movement to get to the first barrel she sees. She peels it off of the hands of the person. Is it? Yep.
You just
Goes away from it and then tries to start opening it.
Yeah, it's got a little cork on it.
Oh, easy. All right. And how big are these barrels, by the way?
I said they're like, they're kind of like, yeah, that's
Giant bars.
Just a big box. behind you.
All right, cool. So I open it up and I see.
Well, you move your things. Yeah, it has the familiar fragrance.
Is it like? Oh, so it's not individual things inside it. It's just
It's just full.
full.
You got
Yeah, Mihan quickly she's desperate for it and she just dunks her head in there and starts taking a big gulp.
Oh!
She hasn't
Snorts it.
She hasn't done it in a while.
Only for the day, but okay.
Only for the day, but it's been she's not taking her
been too
chances of
long.
losing it. So as she emerges like this black liquid all over her, here, and then she gets, and then in her next move she's just gonna fill it up with her own vial.
Nice. Okay, thank you. So, we go back to the river.
Yeah.
We go back to the river. You're floating there. The creature just turns around and starts making its way back up or downriver, as downstream in this case, towards you.
Away
towards,
from me.
Towards the boat and everyone else.
Sweet.
And as it does, its attention comes back to the people who come reanimated, and they start
Wake up and kill him.
and they start putting the last few barrels back on the boat. Wezley, they're not getting on the boat; they're just putting them on the boat. Wezley, what are you doing?
Okay, maybe.
Oh,
we'll
life-
really come back alive? No!
Oh no, it's a 9. That's a fail.
Wesley,
I need you to Wezley says, die! And then throws this Molotov cocktail at the boat.
and
It kind of waves away the fog. And then, what?
and it starts to catch a light. This substance is flammable.
Yes!
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, Mihan.
And it doesn't destroy. It doesn't explode in a moment, but it definitely starts to catch alight the boat.
Okay.
You doing anything else?
Then he sees all these barrels and he sees Mihan's slick visage. Oh, okay, great. Do you? He looks at the barrel and is like, "Do you want help with that?"
Yes, we need to. Any vials that you have. Go.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he'll look for. Any method of which to take some and cork it.
Yep. Okay. Great.
Yep.
Yep. Fine. What? You doing anything, Mihan?
Just filling up her vials.
Okay. Just sitting there doing that. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan is now
Selfish.
Molotov in hand. He's running towards the boat. Will he capture a glimpse of what's happening over here as well?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
can. He takes note of the fact that that he just saw Mihan with a whole bunch of just black tar all over, and he's sure in his mind that no, she is not good. 1, 2. And then with his Molotov wants to aim it towards the gathering of most barrels that is near the creatures.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Make a little athletics roll since you're throwing it.
16.
Perfect. No problem. You lob it perfectly. It splashes, and fire is now spreading across the whole boat. The creature comes into the lake, and its attention goes entirely on the boat. The people go slack again. In fact, they get to resave.
Oh,
Yes,
on,
pain
people.
and heat. Let's go.
burning down the house.
And half of them come out of it.
Yes.
No, and being aware where they are, what the situation is, they turn and try to run, try to recognize
flee.
people that they know, and try to flee. The fire spreads across the blue creatures, who I said were tethered,
Yeah.
and they start to scream as flames start to engulf them. Life, death save.
Come on, baby.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
19.
Nice.
Okay.
Save number 2.
Yep.
Oh,
Wezley, the boat is on fire and the fire is spreading quickly.
Okay. Hurry this operation up. So, just looking to fill anything.
All right.
He might even have an empty potion bottle from a used healing thing, but he just wants to grab some of this.
Okay, great.
And he'll grab as much as he can. He's trying to work out if they can roll a barrel out of here, but he doesn't fancy the chances. But then he realizes how much he actually needs this thing. Can Wezley lift this barrel?
Yeah, you're not that
Well, the
weak.
humans were carrying it, right?
Oh yes. But can Wezley lift this? Yep. Okay.
It's like carrying a bucket of water.
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Look, this is the stuff that put my sister into a coma. It might be the only stuff that can save her. Please, Ātukaan.
Ātukaan doesn't have the time to argue right now. He just wants this thing destroyed. So he kind of ignores what's happening with Wezley and Mihan, and he wants to kind of come closer and see if, he wants to pick up a barrel, maybe just throw that into the fire. He just starts throwing barrels that are
More fuel
on.
for the fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just like,
Okay. By your estimate, Ātukaan, you have one more round before the voiced one will be there with you. You can see from where you are over the boat, its head rears out of the water on the other side of the river, of the lake, and it starts towards you.
Oh, like dolphins.
Exactly, like a dolphin. Towards you, and it is
Scary.
moving fast.
yeah, Ātukaan does
Like
not want to be
Fire
there.
is raging on the boat. It just drops its control of all of the civilians. It doesn't care about that now. It drops this, and all of them start turning, fleeing, dropping what they're carrying. Barrels, the last few barrels fall on the ground, spilling their liquor on the ground, and they just flee, running back toward the stairs from which you came last episode. Life or death save.
Oh,
Come on.
Got it.
15!
Yeah. Describe yourself.
Just kind of like. Do I have any memories left?
He just read. He just
He just
rifled
read my mind.
You are empty.
So I stagger up and like clutch the rocks and start climbing up, just like here. And I'm just gonna start slugging my way back towards the room. On the way, I'm gonna grab that big old flaming torch.
yes.
And just yelling like, "I'm coming for you!" That's all. That's all he's got.
Great, Wezley.
And if he's got his barrel and he sees the thing kind of like skipping along the water, he's like, oh gosh, Mihan, Mihan, and then Ātukaan, are you coming?
And Ātukaan, just as he hears Wezley calling, he just throws two more little barrels in there. Yes, I am. It does not. I do not want to be around when that thing arrives.
Agreed.
And he turns and runs.
Yes.
Mihan.
Mihan sees that people have snapped out of it, and she uses. She sees that these are just people, and she gets the same pang of like feeling that she had last time, where, oh, what if one of these was like my daughter? So she, with her face, half of her face like all slicked and black, she looks. She gestures to the stairs and she says, "Go, flee!" And then she follows them out as well, and so she's going for the exit. Wezley, Ātukaan! She's going.
And you flee. You run. And Goran is following your every instruction. So she's fleeing as well.
This whole time she's been like,
It's like, oh, I did not want you with me.
The creature roars as the boat is destroyed by the fire. The creature roars, not inside your head, but in like with voice. As the rest of you cross the room to where the stairs are to be able to get up, Rex
yeah.
is left behind.
I'm screaming out. If I get to the room with the birthing sacks,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over and just be like, "Hey!" Hold the torch to the birthing sacks. Just so go and weave that shit. Yeah. Set those sacks on fire. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sigourney would
Just
be
like
first.
staring at this thing, like blood, bleeding eyes, cracked head, like,
And,
Come on, Ripley.
sorry.
Rip them
and it turns to you,
Oh! Damn right it does.
and you're the outlet of all its the outlet of its fury.
Hard up, just like Atreyu and Gamork.
Oh my god.
And it launches itself out of the water with its mouth and goes to just swallow you whole.
Just crit every.
I'm just super pointy.
28.
Oh, that's
No.
totally gonna hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm positive.
It's alright, guys. I've got like half a hit point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do a lot with half a hit point.
Yeah, you can defeat a god.
I mean, if he swallows you whole, you're still alive in his belly, right?
Exactly right. Yeah. As long as it doesn't crit.
Exactly.
12.
That still hurts a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Rex is gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Oh.
But the rest of you, with the 20 or 30 people from who knows where, flee up the stairs, through the other room which had the other wrong tree that had been burnt,
Yeah.
through the mines, through into the open air, and it's like you'd forgotten that it was daylight. It was daytime. You come into this like impossibly bright, but Rex does not follow.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, he does not.
And with that, we'll finish our episode.
Oh, Rick.
Oh, Rex.
Rest in peace, man.
Rex in peace. F's in the
Rex.
chat, please, for Rex. Oh, god damn. Oh, man.
Oh, blaze of glory. Blaze of glory.
Well done.
Pour one out for Rick.
I wanted to see Rex in full rage again.
Yeah, that was forage, bro.
That was 4-H. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Oh, my god.
Hey, thanks, guys. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. Thanks, everyone, for joining us on our adventure. We'll pick up our story next week. And if you're new to our channel, hit us with a follow, hit us with a sub. Thanks for everyone who's a follower and a subscriber already. We really appreciate it.
And thank you to all of our patrons who give us money on Patreon. It helps keep us afloat, and we just really appreciate it. Also, we love all the comments that you leave on our YouTube as well, and that you leave us in the chat. I know that quite a few of our dedicated followers actually, I get a lot of joy out of reading your YouTube comments.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And to our sponsor, Minstrel, who makes these premium, beautiful accessories. Yeah. Oh, look at these.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that beautiful hat. Yes.
It looks so nice. They're virtuoso dice cases.
cool.
They have got dice mat. They actually, my favorite thing at the moment is that these really cool foldable, collapsible ones made out
Yeah.
of really beautiful leather. This is what I use when I go to do my personal game with my brother and friends.
Ooh, nice.
And they're giving a 25% discount. Use the code DiceLegends25. Thank you very much.
Yoo-hoo. And also a massive thank you very much to our wonderful BD&D whānau and family for helping us bring our world to life, and they can do the same for you if you're willing to dive into the world of D&D. They've got everything from your books, from your dices, Magic of the Gathering cards, board games galore, so look them up. And yes, you also get discounts courtesy of us. Dice Legenz is the word that you need to know with a Z at the end. Dice Legenz, all you need to type in, 10% discount.
Yeah. And of course, D20 Collective, who provide a whole range of dice. They're so beautiful. Check them out. When we reach 2,500 followers, though, they're going to give away 10 dice sets plus a wooden tower, dice tower rather. So that's going to be really exciting. So get your friends to follow us if you're not following us anymore. You never followed us.
Why aren't you following us?
We will hunt you down if you did.
anymore.
But yeah, give us a follow, get your friends to follow us, and if you want a discount, then of course, just type in Kiwi Legends into the voucher code box and checkout. Keep that safe with you and enjoy your new dice from D20 Collective. Mwah.
And hey, if you haven't already checked out World Anvil, then we heartily encourage that you do so. If you are a writer of your world setting, maybe you're writing a novel, or maybe you are a DM who runs a TTRPG, it might not even be D&D, it might be another game system, because World Anvil supports many different game systems.
Yeah.
It is a great tool for collecting, organizing, writing, and disseminating. Yeah, right.
Good.
Sharing
I like that.
your information. So check out World Anvil if you haven't already.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
And thank you to our moderators. Thanks, Tech
mods.
Team. Thanks, Luca. Thanks,
Lucas,
Jason.
Yeah.
Well done, team.
And Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
Thanks so much for joining us. That was so much
Thank you for your
fun.
noble
Yes.
sacrifice.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank
We
you
were
so
not
much.
worth sacrificing for. They're awful people, but
I think Wezley
Yeah,
is.
I look at you. Yeah, I look at you, and if I was to give you a totem animal, it'd probably be a bear. I don't know why, but you just the strength of a bear. Yeah.
Oh,
I feel that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that, some of you have a substance abuse problem.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, especially Mihan.
Wesley wants to get involved.
yeah,
Hey, look,
peer pressure.
That's always how it works, isn't it? Someone makes it look cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Slip down his line.
Yeah, don't do it.
Mihan
guys.
is pretty cool.
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Congratulations on whoever won the Bespoke Boutique.
yeah. Can't wait to read them.
Think you will love your character journal and dice scroll. Thank you, Bespoke Boutique, for organizing that. We're gonna head off. We'll catch you
Ooh.
guys next week.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, gotta say.
Get Ārumiya!